All right. So previously, you continued on your journey and arrived at a river. There, you found a partially broken down bridge covered in ivy, along with covering rocks and a tree on the other side. On one of the crystals, you found a set of 9 markings. You found that the crystals absorb spells, and whenever they do so, they emit a tone, one low, one medium, one high. You figured out that the markings were a set of 9 tones, then which order to activate the crystals. Afterward, 3 metal shafts opened in the ground, leading to the complex below. You explored the complex, getting into many battles and discovering remnants of experiments, until finally you found Kevin, a crystal being that appears to have been constructed by the previous inhabitants of Lumev. You learn to speak with the creature, who seems to have lost its memories. After leaving the complex, several more of the crystal entities seem to have been seeking you out. Due to Ire learning the language, to a degree, mapping sets of 3 tones to words, you are able to communicate. You are asked to follow the creatures to their home. After after Galen was interrogated for a bit, questioning his appearance compared to the Creator, you are asked to look around the home of the crystal entities. As we begin, you are on the second floor of the cavernous complex, all contained in one of the stone spires that dot the landscape. It is Kiliak 7th, and it is raining outside. So I'm going to go ahead and move you to the map. And let me go ahead and put Ire down. Alrighty. So this basically the second level. You've just recently entered. You've went around and you did some explorations. You found that there are holes leading to the outside that the creature seems to use for looking outdoors up to the north. You found what Galen probably thinks to be a religious area full of Lumev artifacts to the west. And further to the west, down this tunnel that Galen and Oreo are currently in, eventually it leads to large, um, a large room, and at the end of that room is a creature that somehow looks more bright and older. So, at this point in time, do you want to start doing stuff, or do you want to wait for Glissadith?
Um,
Feel free to start doing stuff because I'm
okay.
really close.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
I,
Oh,
Okay, I think
Ire,
earlier we
you
had
don't have.
planned on.
Tyler, you're quiet again.
Hmm?
Sorry, I was gonna
Okay.
say, Ire, you don't have
That's
your
quiet.
character sheet up, do you?
Say that again.
Who?
You don't have your character sheet up, do you?
Who?
Who?
Ire.
Who? No, I do. Yeah, we got it all sorted. We're
Okay,
professionals,
cool.
don't worry.
Because all right, cool. Because I'm carrying stuff that I want to give you just for weight.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, cool. Um, Ire, my friend, we have found some stuff that I think is good for you there,
Uh,
and
what is it?
I hand you it's a normal handle, but then it's an ultra thin blade of iridescent metal, kind of rainbowy colored. And it's an axe. I think this will be doing much better than your flail, my friend.
Oh, thank you. Do you have a like a item
I
description?
I do. Just a second, I'm cutting and pasting.
Yeah. And then wasn't there something else too, like some sort of protection item or something?
Ah, yes, I'm carrying that too. I'll give that to him too. Hold on. Here's the first one.
I mean, we heard you like dying, right, Ire?
Dying?
Yeah, you like dying, right?
No.
Okay, good. Then you'll want the item.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh wow, barkeeper.
Oh,
Ren really does not feel good on cuts. Oh, that burns.
Yeah, the axe is strong too.
Okay.
I don't use weapons unless that could be cool. Yeah, you can just make this. All right, let me just put in the
Anyway,
thing.
it's a battle axe at its base, so it's a D8.
Okay. I'm gonna have to put in the modifiers real quick. What the fuck? What is the weight?
They're super
You
light.
pick it up and it almost feels weightless. That is until you swing it, in which case it seems like at the end, as you near the end of your swing, all of a sudden it becomes very heavy and adds to the blow.
Okay,
So
so
you,
its carry weight is 0.
Say that again?
so you can,
Carry weight is gonna be 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
so basically you can get
And
overcumbered right when you need to do damage.
Yeah.
You're over encumbered, you can't move. I need to swing this. Sorry, too heavy.
all right, and here's your other thing, because you can't drink potions.
Oh.
Like a
alright.
tree.
God.
Solar panels for your robot.
And to be
Oh
clear,
yeah.
when it says bright light, it means bright sunlight. Meaning it can't be overcast and you can't be indoors unless you have something that is basically would count as sunlight mechanically.
Gotcha. All right.
But but yeah, since you can't gain hit points back except for cure spells and hit dice, this is really best for you.
And as you hold the axe and you hear what Ragu tells you about it, you get the feeling that Ragu doesn't know hasn't figured it out completely. There are secrets hidden within the axe.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm just gonna
there's
test
secrets hidden
the
within
roll
the
to see if
dagger
it
and sword as
works.
well, isn't there?
Does
Isn't it
this
like all of
look
them?
like proper? Did I set it up right?
Hold on.
And
Yeah,
then
that's
roll
what mine
again.
Yeah,
does.
that looks
There
right
it
to me.
is.
Roll. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So your proficiency is what? Because it
Uh,
has a +3 to attack. So I see two +3s. So the +4 makes
it's from the
sense.
strength. The 1 3 is from my strength, and
Oh,
then
I
the one
see
is
it. Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
And the I think the damage is wrong though because it should be a +4 for damage instead of.
no. He says +3 to attack and +4 to damage rolls. So
Yes.
I
Yep.
okay. Yeah, that's how I do. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not right on damage.
No,
see?
it's 3 to damage and then 4 to the damage roll. Is what I'm interpreting.
Yeah, but the mod in your damage roll says 3, not 4.
It's 3.
So you
I
have to
thought 4
go
was
into
for
the
the
axe and
roll.
change.
No, 3 is for the
No, no,
roll.
no.
4.
It's +3 to hit, +4 to
Oh,
damage.
oh, I have it backwards. Okay, got it. +4 to damage.
And the 1d8 modifier.
Cool. All right, let's try,
Try it again. Yeah. Nice. Perfect.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
All right, am I echoing? Yes,
No, you
Ah,
got
I
it. You're good.
am.
Oh.
And now I'm not echoing anymore. That's on my end. I had to adjust audio things. Oh god, I feel horrible.
All right.
You okay?
Yeah, I'll live, I think. For
Okay.
a while.
Those are the things we were keeping for you so you felt better and could actually interact
Oh,
with us
Jesus.
ever.
Oh, yeah, I need to put down the cape also.
Okay. So while he's doing that, what's everybody else doing?
That's a good question.
And, sorry.
Did we remember which crystal we wanted to go talk to first? Because we didn't want to interrupt their like holy ceremony. That would probably get us in trouble.
I mentioned this before, but Pico, when you'd gone down the tunnel to that large purple room, and you saw the crystal entity that tried to talk to you. He seemed to be glowing brighter and somehow seemed older than the other entities you've seen so far.
Well, Ire, if you want to go ahead and try and be a translator, you can follow me down here to the left.
All right.
Actually, to the right.
Jeremy, how many attuned items did you say we can have at a time? Is it 2?
3.
3.
3. Okay. And then how long does it? It takes like an hour to attune.
It takes an hour, yes.
Okay. So with this cape, I would have to, since I'm already wearing a cape, I'd just have to, if we are in like bright sunlight and I'm able to use it, just switch. I can have multiple capes attuned and then just switch it off and then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Alrighty.
Because you were talking about, yeah, over here, correct?
That's correct.
Am I able to roll, Jeremy, for the memory for these crystals? I don't think I did that. I wasn't here last session, so.
I don't know if we rolled for you, but go ahead and roll.
No, I think we only rolled for Joel.
Okay.
Oh, no luck anywhere.
Fair
That's
enough.
fine.
But that's it was a good question.
Yeah, I think Galen got like 3 or 4 rolls, but that was experiencing the other things downstairs too. So when we get back down there, maybe.
No, I got several rolls because I used a fate point.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Which actually did work out in your favor. So it was a well spent fate point.
No, it was good. I was glad I spent it. Oh yeah, did we tell you about that? So like I was in, or shadow kind of people were in the beds. These like weird
you did
beds,
tell me
and then
that,
we
yeah.
turned into crystals, and it's
Yeah.
presumably crabs as well. And then so they have a bed in their religion room. And I
should
don't
lay
want to
there.
like I don't want to like kill their god, but like I also would really like to
Lay in it.
yeah see what's up with that. What, you want me to turn into a crystal?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Again, 2.0.
All right. So actually, I guess he'd be with you. But you notice that Pico has gone down to the end of the hallway.
Oh well then yeah, let's go. Come on, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin comes with us?
Kevin follows me. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, he's brutal, man. He like punches people and then like zaps them. Just crystal things.
Yeah, you know.
Let's just say we don't want to have to be fighting them.
Yeah, that would be very unfortunate. Considering there's like a couple hundred of them here.
So anyway, I guess Ire, if you want to come over here, I will timidly approach and wave. We
Yeah,
want Galen here too.
yeah, I'll come in too with Kevin so they know we're safe. So let's have Ire at the front. I'll be like in the corner or something.
I'll click it.
Okay.
That's fine. They get it.
So as you approach, you see a crystal entity that seems to be glowing brighter green than the other entities you've seen so far. And by looking at the crystals that make up his body, you can see numerous scratches and chips and other signs of age. And as the group approaches, you notice that a bolt of lightning arcs from the creature, and it seems to, almost like a hand, grab a black cube and moves it in front of it. This black cube is obviously made out of metal. It's about 1 foot to each side. It then starts speaking. It's at the box. Its tones coming so fast that it sounds almost like a single long sound. A tinny, crackling voice suddenly erupts from the box. And then you hear in fairly normal speech, he says, "I know of your world, a focal point between worlds. We have been tracking you for some time. Come closer."
Oh. As I approach, I say, apologies for walking away earlier. I did not think I could communicate with you and did not want to cause any other offenses.
As you approach, he notices Kevin, and then he says, "We have been tracking you for some time. We saw that you rescued one of our own." And he points one of his crystal fists at Kevin, and he says, "I asked my people to find you and to bring you here. I wanted to have them let you explore this place on your own and see how you would react. I have much to tell you. I think that you are trustworthy. However, I must ask you to help Kevin. That Kevin is not a name normally known to us. And in fact, I can only say Kevin as a long string of our words because we have no word for that. And he needs a true name. Normally, we get our true names in a rite of passage by braving the crystal tunnels beneath this place. Kevin's mind is too old to learn, yet too untrained to handle it himself. But to become one of us, he must have a name. So I would like you to help Kevin gain his name by seeking the core. And if you do so, I shall grant you information and a relic that may help you on your journey. If you do not wish to do so, you may leave, but you must never return. What is your answer?"
Um,
We can have
I
all
think
do
we're
it.
going with option A.
Yeah, let's help
Gladly,
Kevin.
we will gladly help Kevin get a proper name.
If you do so, beware that there are dangers, both from the environment down there and from the vicious creatures. I would understand if you do not wish to push yourselves in mortal danger.
We kind of do that all the time.
Yeah, that's every day, bro.
That being the case, down there you will find artifacts similar to this box here. If you bring them to me, if you are successful, then I can change them so that you too can speak more freely to the others of my kind here, and perhaps they will have information or maybe things that will help you on your way. So, if you follow me, I will lead you to the crystal tunnels below.
Okay.
And so he takes you, and there's the area where you climbed up to this upper level. He takes you back to that, and then he takes you back to the first level, and then he approaches the back wall of that spiraling cave, and it shimmers and vanishes. And you had no idea that there was a hidden passageway. And in fact, even now, if you detect magic, there's nothing. Whatever hit it is not magical in nature. And then he says, "Good luck."
Before he leaves, actually, this doesn't have to. We don't have to be on the other screen for it. But I wanted to ask him specifically, just as me, if we help Kevin with this, if he would tell me what he knew about, I guess, the origins of our people and more about why my people chose to turn themselves into crystals.
He says, "Any answers? I'll give you what information I have."
Okay, cool. Well, what, Jay?
Are we getting any sort
I'm
of
not.
message
Oh,
just
because I
running
didn't
into
go in the
this?
box.
Does everybody see the map?
I do see the map.
All
Are
right.
we going to get a short rest, or are we just running into this?
Just
That
does
is-
anybody need healing?
That is
I
up
can-
to you. If you ask for a rest, he will give you time to rest. So are you asking to rest?
All right. I'm just letting everybody know I'm like 30 hit points down.
I can.
Yeah,
I
I
can.
can do some heals too. I also could use some hit dice.
Yeah, it might be best to take a quick short rest just because I don't really want to burn heal spells. I've already healed you today, I believe, right, Ragu?
Yeah.
Jeremy,
So
how?
if we take a short rest, then I can go ahead and do my second wind twice, and that'll give me some dice there.
Okay,
Jeremy,
so what they do then, if you ask to take a short rest, is they take you to one of the purple dwellings, and they allow you to sleep there.
Jeremy, is this? I'm guessing this isn't adequate sunlight for the cape. Otherwise,
No,
I
you're
could.
not. There's no sunlight in here at all.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I don't know if the crystal light would count. I guess not.
No, that's why I said mechanically it would have to count as sunlight.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
All right, so you guys are gonna take a short rest. So the area to sleep in is safe, so no worries about any encounters. However, do you do anything before you go to sleep?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and burn my second wind, and then when I rest, I can get up and do another one. Oh, that sucked.
Okay,
All right.
I'll attune to the cape, the sunlight cape.
fair enough.
You know, legend once has it that Kitten's Whiskers once befriended a crystalline creature somewhat like these, although much more massive.
Oh, yeah.
He thought he was a real gem.
Oh.
You hear this whispering noise that sounds a lot like a groan.
No, even the
Oreo
crystals
will
hate my jokes.
attune to the iridescent daggers if there's any attunement involved or anything.
Okay. I believe those would count as a set, so you don't have to take up two slots for that.
Cool, thank you.
Is there attunement to them? Do I have to attune to my rapier as well?
Yeah, weapons. The powerful magic weapons would have attunement.
Oh, the axe that I got, does that also need attunement?
Sorry, say that again.
The axe, the iridescent axe.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, I think I'm instead of because that was 3 for me with the cape. I think instead of the sunlight cape, someone else can take that, and I'll just attune to the axe instead because I have a cloak of protection that I think is better all around.
Well, one thing you can do is if you're going to be traveling a lot, you can keep the cape, and if
And
you're
then
going to
is
be
it-
traveling outdoors, spend an hour before you leave, attune it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I go ahead and cast teleport.
okay, it fails as usual.
Nice try though.
All right. So when you wake up the next day, it is now the 8th. The leader arrives, and then he escorts you, and then everything else is like I mentioned before. Okay. Has everybody done all their short rest things?
Hold on, I got a question for you. Out of game?
Sure. Okay. Anyway, so everybody's okay. So Devok is still working on stuff. All right.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna use one too. Sorry.
Sorry, Oreo. What were you saying?
Nothing, just I was gonna do that too. Forgot about that.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Alex. No, I'll go ahead and do
actually,
it. Oh, go ahead.
there's one thing I should do over the nighttime. Yeah. I don't think heat metal is necessarily the best choice of spell right now. If I was gonna blast with anything, what would be a good one to try? Flame blade, flaming. Shall I try moonbeam?
no, I was just thinking of WoW druids.
Or would flaming sphere be better?
It's that one druid thing that goes back and forth between sun and moon, casting spells. You remember that?
I'll go with moonbeam, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was in Wrath. Not quite sure. Maybe it was introducing Cat. Yeah.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
I also burned my arcane recovery, and I was gonna go ahead and tune to my rapier,
Okay.
I'm taking off my ring of intelligence right now,
Fair enough.
making adjustments for that.
Tell you're a little quiet again.
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard what you said, but yeah, you were quiet. All right. So you enter. You follow a long, windy cavern until finally you find yourself in a fairly large cavernous room. Glowing purple water flows through the cavern. The air above the water shimmers like a mirage in the desert. On the other side of the room are three green crystals. Beyond, you see the path extending away. So, what do you do?
What is it that I see all the way down here, though? If this room, if it's naturally illuminated, then what is it that I'm seeing all the way over here?
You're seeing what seems to be a swarm of metal insects.
Oh,
Fun.
However, they don't seem to be aware of your presence and are not approaching.
this is
Sounds
scary.
like a fireball to me.
I
Yeah,
do
and
have
let
a
everybody
ring,
else know.
I do have a wand of fireball on me that I don't think I've used yet.
And you notice that they are flying in a direction away from you.
I still let everybody else know about what I saw.
All right, fair enough. So, what do you do?
How many of the? I can't see them on the map.
Yeah,
but how many swarm? How many of the bugs?
Oh, it
are-
left. It went. Yeah,
Oh,
it
they
left
left.
already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's in this water?
So, you see glowing purple water, and the air above the water is shimmering like a mirage.
That's not good.
Hmm.
And on the other side, you see three glowing crystals.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a crystal from a crystal. Sorry, I'm so used to saying it as a joke, and I'm gonna throw it into the water or
Oh,
dip it
I-
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You throw a crystal in the water, and it suddenly it jumps up in the air and lands on the land on the other side.
That's cool.
I'd like to ritual cast detect poison and disease.
Okay. You ritual cast detect poison and disease, and you're not getting any reading.
Oh, well, the water seems safe-ish.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If I throw another crystal, does it do the same thing where it like bounces?
Yes.
Okay, what happens if I? Yeah, what happens if I? What happens if I like run and jump?
As you run and you reach about that point, you seem to hit the air as if it's a solid thing, and it flings you back with several times the force that you had going into it. You slam into the wall,
Oh
and you take
no,
6 points of damage
it's not so bad.
as you slam into the wall.
Oh, I do it on my character sheet. Unless he gets mad at me.
You can click on your token, and
No, when I do it on my token, we tried this before. It doesn't really actually change it.
No, it worked that time.
Yeah, but watch what happens when I don't I just do like a -3. Watch. I'll just do 27 minus
Oh.
3. It's very confused.
oh, I see. That's yeah. Either way, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just easier if I just do it on my sheet.
Okay.
Okay, that
I-
kind of hurted.
Can I try casting a cantrip at one of these crystals here?
Sure.
Wait, what if Kevin tries to pass through?
Yeah, why don't we ask Kevin?
Go,
what he
Kevin.
has?
Go, Kevin, go.
Maybe only crystals can pass.
Yeah.
All right. So Kevin
Can't help
moves
him very much.
over. Or do you ask him? What do you actually know? What exactly do you say to Kevin?
Kevin, have you seen this?
Oh yeah, I'll say
No. It's question.
Oh,
question. Uh,
Man,
water
what's the format?
information.
Answer. Water.
Thank you, thank you, Kevin.
Question: River information.
Answer: river, water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Question: water
Question.
safe?
Answer: water, safe, no.
Oh.
We probably should.
Question. Barrier. Pass.
Answer: barrier, pass, no.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't go through it. Can we go over it?
Question: barrier.
try.
Oh.
Yeah, question barrier over.
Answer: barrier. He points. No. And
Oh.
you see the shimmering going all the way up to the ceiling.
Oh, he's smarter than
If
us.
I walk up to the barrier and I very gently touch it, does it still throw me back like kind of hard?
If you gently touch it, it multiplies the force you use to touch it several times. But since you're being gentle, that's not enough to hurt you.
Okay, so then why did the crystals I threw go through? Maybe if I pick up a crystal and I put my arm through, will it still?
So what happens is the crystal goes through, and then then once your hand touches it, your hand bounces back.
Oh,
So what if we dug underneath the river and made a tunnel?
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna try
Let's
I'm
just
gonna
ask.
try casting a cantrip at this crystal right here.
Okay.
Maybe.
You cast a cantrip, and it's the crystal seems to absorb it, and it makes a ear-piercing screech.
Neat.
But the spell did go right through the barrier.
All right, I can cast minor illusion at 30 feet again at this crystal.
Okay, does the same thing.
Is it the same tone of screech? Is it another
is.
tone puzzle? Okay, and then that one.
Same thing. So you cast it
we
one,
notice-
then the other, then the third, and each one made the same noise.
Did the shimmering barrier do anything? Shimmer brighter, fade, anything?
Nope, did not
Whilst
change.
this was happening.
But yeah, so you definitely cast you can definitely cast in sequence. So what are you gonna do?
Rico, my friend, you had ideas for the last crystal puzzle. Are you getting any ideas about this one? I'm not sure.
Hmm.
They're all sounding the same.
They're all
Perhaps it is
sounding-
all three at the same time, simultaneously?
How did you
We could.
I didn't mean to.
I make a question. River crystals associated?
Answer: barrier crystals. Maybe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I cast a mage hand over on the other side.
Yeah. Are you? Is it going to be close to the crystals, or is it further away?
Somewhere like right here.
Okay. If it's far enough from the crystals, then the mage hand just sits there.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and touch this crystal and see what happens.
It absorbs the mage hand, and then you hear a screeching noise.
Okay.
if three of us could cast cantrips at the exact same time onto all three of them, maybe?
Blow our eardrums. We should try it though.
Sure.
Right, I'll take this one. Somebody takes the other twos, and we will go 1, 2, 3.
Take the middle
casting.
one.
Oh, I guess I'll take the top one then.
Okay. So you are going to synchronize and cast at the same time.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. You do so, and the shimmering above the water ceases.
Nice.
Heyo.
So who's gonna drink the river?
Drink the river.
What are you doing at the river?
No. I'm gonna touch it. Does it still bounce like when the crystal bounced against the
No,
water?
you touch it, and it feels like water.
Huh.
Yep, the barrier is gone. We just need to get
Okay.
across.
We know it's not poison. Yes, poisonous.
However, Galen, when you touch it, you feel slightly lethargic.
Okay.
Sleepy time water.
It is. It's a sleep aid water. That's
I'm
actually
just gonna
interesting.
jump over.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
jump
that's-
over, no problem.
If it makes you that sleepy, though, maybe we should collect a sample.
Yeah, maybe we can use it to drug people.
Mm-hmm.
I jump over, and I can go ahead and use
Oh,
just a spare bottle from
Okay.
the alchemy supplies to take some water very carefully without touching it.
Okay. And then Kevin floats over.
Yay, Kevin. All right, what's in this next room?
All right. So you enter another large cavern room. You can see a glowing crystal in the middle, surrounded by water, and off to the side you see numerous tunnels going every direction.
Oh boy.
Bug.
Oh,
Bug.
bug.
Yeah, there's bugs down here too.
Which way?
This way.
Okay.
Oh, question. You were mentioning the translation artifact. I think you indicated there was stuff like that down here, so we know what those look like then, right?
You know what they look like, yes.
Okay, and I didn't see anything like that over here, do I?
You do not.
Okay.
Does this water have a shimmering over it?
It
like
does
the
not.
other? Okay.
All right.
Oreo, as you head down the small caves, you can see that they're fairly cramped, and you see over here it get dark, and it gets so dark that you have the feeling that that even with your night vision, potentially even with true sight, you couldn't see through the darkness. But it seems to extend beyond that. And I are the same thing down here.
I have a lantern.
You have a lantern, but it's not lighting up the darkness.
It's it's not natural darkness. It's something else,
It's unfortunate.
possibly.
Advanced darkness.
And Devok, you saw similar effects in that little cave at the end of that cave you were looking at to the north.
Okay.
And of course, of all the times decide not to equip heat metal, I swear.
Actually, question. Insects problem?
Insect's aggressive, maybe.
All right, so say that one more time. Question what?
Bugs problem?
Answer. Bugs dangerous. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Okay.
As from what you've seen of the bugs, they seem they're definitely insect size, but they're on the large sides. But what's notable is they seem to be made out of metal.
Yeah, I mean, based on what Kevin said, I'm gonna keep the dagger that hurts automata, unfortunately, on hand.
Okay. Devok, you head down the tunnels, and you notice over here, when you were down there, you notice a pile of metal debris.
Uh-huh. Search. Search that.
And as you go to search, you start moving it away, and you see one of those black cubes.
Oh, that's the treasure he was talking about.
Huzzah.
Oreo, you see this leading into darkness as before.
Okay.
And
is
at this
there-
point in time, I'm going to have everybody stop.
I did. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
And go ahead and roll initiative.
I always roll high for some reason.
Look at me. I'm standing over here like a dip.
Alrighty. Has everybody rolled? Let me roll for Kevin.
Oh, they're metal, so shock and grasp will be effective.
right. That's round one. However, Kevin's not aware of anybody in danger yet, so he just stands there. Um, Ire, Oreo, you noticed the insects started moving your direction. So, did you say anything when that happened?
I mean, now that you say it, yeah, sure. I'm gonna say bugs, big problem. Guys, pay attention.
You hear that, Ire, so what do you do?
I'm assuming the one that there's bugs by Oreo, so I'll make my way down. 3, 4. Oh, hello. And hit number 8 twice with the
Okay,
new acquired axe.
those both hit. So that's 22 damage, which is enough to kill half the swarm. Is
Let's
that the end of your
go.
turn?
Yep.
All right, Devok, you can't see her, so you don't know where Oreo is, but you heard her voice and you heard what she said. So what do you do?
Although it didn't, I don't know actually where Devak is. Did he not see where?
He was off in his little cave
Uh,
all by himself, or not by himself, but with Pico, but there's no
I
way
would,
he could see you at the time.
yeah, I would point you to where Ire went if you wanted to go down there, or you can just wait there until they kind of come out.
I'll wait here because I have no more movement.
You want to hold an action though?
Huh?
You want to hold an action at least?
Sure, yeah. I can do that.
So you got to decide what's your action and what's the trigger.
I guess an attack of opportunity, like around the corner.
Okay, so you're gonna attack with what are you gonna attack with? Like your cantrip or a weapon or what? How's your? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Oreo. Well, obviously you saw the creatures moving towards you, and Ire's moved past you to help deal with the situation. So what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna go up one just to see where he is. Okay, cool. Can I squeeze right next to him? Like the
Sure.
spot
You could
there?
go in the hex. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I will take one iridescent dagger on the other hand. So now I've got 2 daggers on me, and I'm
Okay,
gonna
and
attack.
just so you know, if you have movement, if you go down to there, then you'll get the flanking.
That's true. Okay, I'll do that. Give me a second.
That is a hit.
Sweet.
All right, so you hit it for 11 points of damage, which takes off a
And
quarter of its health.
now do the offhand with the dagger again that hurts automata.
That hits as well. And that is not quite enough to take out.
Although, do I know if this actually hurts it? Because it's a metal or
They are metal. I guess it would. So, does that gain? How much extra damage does that give it?
well, you told me it was double damage
Oh, double
against.
damage. Okay, in that case, that is enough to take it out.
And I will stay put for now. There's one left.
Fair enough. All right, Ragu, you cannot see Oreo, but you heard what she said earlier. So what are you going to do?
I'm coming up into there. 3. Oh, there they are down there. 4. I can't get any closer than that, can I?
So you see a swarm there, and you see the group over here.
Oh, wait, there's a swarm over here?
Yes.
Did I see that swarm?
It's right there.
All right. In that case, I'll go that way. And attack.
Go for it. That is not a hit.
Attack badly. All right, and I'll follow it up.
You do manage to punch some of them, though, so go ahead and roll damage.
Swiping at bugs like they're...
All right, yeah, you hit them, taking out 7 of them. Is that the end of your turn?
That is, yes. I can't see him anymore, but Char needs to get over so I can keep an eye on him. I don't want anything sneaking up.
Sure. Can you see him now?
Yeah.
All right.
It's just because, yeah, I don't get to see from Char's point of view.
All right, Galen, you saw Oreo head into the caves over here, and you heard her talk about the swarms that were starting to move toward her. What are you gonna do?
I guess I'll start moving that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't see any bugs. Well,
Remember
can
to
I see?
sprint.
Yeah.
You can do a dash action, or you can just wait there. It's up to you.
I'll do a dash. Does that double my movement?
Yeah, so you just have your full movement again.
Let's move past
Can I
him.
move through them?
It's a swarm, plus there's some hexes around it, so yeah, go ahead and just move around them.
Okay. I'm gonna get into flanking around this one.
Okay. All right. Pico, what are you gonna do? The sound of Oreo was coming from this direction, although obviously you didn't see her.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And probably gonna have to proc feline agility for this, I guess. 9, 10. All right, well, 11. I'm gonna go ahead and try and booming blade this thing.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay, so the base is 5 plus another 3, so a total of 8.
Okay, 8 damage. That definitely hurts some of the bugs.
So 12, 13, 14. All right, and I'll stop here.
And like I mentioned before, you see this continues into darkness, and that darkness is not illuminated by night vision or light sources.
Oh, in that case, I'm actually going to back off a little more.
Okay, fair enough. All right, this swarm, being a swarm, it can actually occupy your space, and so it does so. And once it occupies your space, how much health is okay? Then the swarm just starts tearing into your flesh, or at least it tries to, but somehow they are unable to get a good hold of you. And Swarm 7 moves over to Oreo and attempts the same. With an 18, which I believe is good enough to hit Oreo, correct?
Give me a sec here. We've got a proficiency of what again now? 3. Yeah. Yeah, it does, but I'll use defensive dueling as a reaction, so half damage.
Fair enough. So you take 5 points of piercing damage as it tears into your fur. Okay, beginning of round 2. Kevin, now realizing that combat has begun, starts moving. Let's see, what's his move again? 45, so that's 8.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the one that this one here? That's the one that I had attacked, right?
Yes.
Oh, in that case, boom for another 9 points.
Okay. And then Kevin takes a dash to get close and stops. All right, Ire, you can see that Oreo is being swarmed. There's bugs flying all around her, tearing into her. What are you going to do?
Run to Orio's aid and swing twice again at the one in front of me.
Okay.
Am I able to hit it while it's occupying?
Well, I was going to say, since she is being swarmed, if you miss, then there's a chance you would hit Oreo. But fortunately for you, you did not miss, so go ahead and roll damage. Okay, that is 21 damage. Quite massive, but it's still alive. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Or some bugs are still alive, I should say. All right, Davak, you can hear the sounds of combat to the south. What are you going to do?
I will move. Actually, to
You
there.
might not be able to see it, but Oreo
Yeah.
is being swarmed.
Okay. I guess I'll shoot this one.
I would be. I'm in the way, and it's swarming Oreo. I don't know if you can.
Oh, I was gonna say if you shoot, you can do so, but if you miss, you're likely to hit Oreo.
Is it the same if I attack it with melee?
Yes.
Huh.
So yeah, either way, that's a possibility. You do know that their AC is fairly low, though, so take that into account.
I'll take that risk.
Okay, you hit.
Okay.
And that hits again, and you take out the swarm. The rest of the metal bugs you burn out of the air, and they are. You can see them, the whole set of bugs, dozens and dozens of metal bugs on the ground, twitching right at Oreo's feet. All right, Oreo, you are surrounded by bugs, but fortunately they are all dead. You do hear the sounds of combat coming from this direction, so what do you do?
I'll start moving. I say thanks to the guys, and I wanna see where it's at.
And again, Galen is being swarmed, so the same thing as before. Meaning you can,
Oh
if you hit,
boy.
you hit. If you miss, you'll probably hit Galen.
I'll do a bonus action to dash and just tell Galen, give me luck. I'm gonna swing. Let's see. Let me change it to normal here, and
Well, you hit.
that plus I forgot to do this on this last one, but plus that.
Okay, so Galen, you see her swinging her swords like right next to your ear and right next to your neck, and just hitting the bugs all around you for 20 points of damage. And you've done massive damage to the swarm. Is that the end of your turn?
I will stay put.
Fair enough. All right, Ragu, the swarm is still there. It's at less than half force, but it is still swarming Galen. So if you hit, or if you miss, you will hit Galen.
Okay. If I go to this hex here, is that flanking considering
Yes.
the wall or anything? All right,
Yeah,
good.
because it's as close to that as you can get. So yeah.
I'll go ahead and move down here. Actually, Char flies in first to give me advantage, and then backs up away. With my offhand attack or my brass knuck, my left hand, can I grab Galen and pull him? Kind of like what I did to Pico, just grab him and heave him
Oh
over.
yeah, you're just gonna move him to the side. You can do
Yeah,
so.
right there.
But I believe a shove or what have you, which would be the equivalent of, is an action. So if you have multiple attacks, you can use up one of your attacks. If you only have a single attack, which I think is the case for you, then you would just be moving them.
You should just attack the bugs, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're talking, Ragu, I can't hear you.
Is he gone? He's dead.
Now?
He's in the call.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had dropped for some reason. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. So what I said is that doing a push or a move like that is an action. So if you have multiple attacks in the same action, you can use one of those attacks. Otherwise, it will take your action.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I couldn't actually just do an attack and then grab him with my offhand attack.
Right. It's like a shove. It's a combat action, and it takes an action unless you have a special ability that gives you differently. Like if you have an ability that allows you to attack and do a shove, I could see doing the shove on
I do
Galen.
have an ability that does. I do have an ability that does that, but unfortunately, it means I have to attack Galen in order to shove him. So no, I'm not going to do that. I'm
Fair
going to go
enough.
ahead and just attack the bugs, and we'll get them off you, Galen.
Fair enough. And you hit for solid 11 points, but the bugs are still there, even if most of them are dead.
And I'll follow that up. Try not to hit you.
Go for it. And it hits. And you take out the swarm.
Okay. Just swatting them out from under you.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take you out of combat now.
Curiosity, Jeremy, especially for Ragu and Oreo, since they've now had a chance to get attuned to the weapons and use them. Anything special aside from what we've learned?
Unfortunately, no. Like I said before, they are Lumev weapons, and whatever secrets they hold are not unlocked by standard attunement. And you think it's because they are from a different world.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too.
No, it's a fair question, and yeah, normally, normally with 5e by raw, attuning something is basically like identifying it. We're using the more difficult identification rules, so attuning does not identify it, but I could see why attuning might give you extra information normally, but in this case it doesn't. All right, so what do you do?
I'd like to search this room that I'm in right now.
Fair enough. You see two piles of metal. You see crystals all over the floor. And if you look up, you see what look like strange nests, perhaps. You can see holes in them, but the
Uh-oh.
nests seem to be made out of metal trash.
Huh. Investigating the piles. Is there anything
You
hidden in the?
in each pile, you find a metal black cube.
All right. And then what about in the? Am I able to like dig through the nest on the ceiling, or is it too high?
No, you're in cave, so you could break the nests and see what's inside if you wanted to.
Only
Why not?
more bugs, dog.
True. Let's find out.
Okay, so you go and you break open one of the nests, and you see that it is full of what appears to be partially assembled metal bugs. And you
Huh.
can see them twitching, but you can see they're not complete.
I think they're growing. Hmm.
Maybe we should kill them.
Yeah, maybe we should burn this place.
All right. You see the passage leads into darkness, is not illuminated by your dark vision.
I want to ask, where's Kevin? Kevin, question, darkness, C.
And he moves up and he says, answer, darkness, not see.
Hmm.
Answer, cave continues.
Oh. Okay. Well, was there one of the piles similarly in this?
There is a
Yeah,
pile,
that's-
but this pile does not have anything in it
Oh.
other than debris. Although, as you're looking through it, you see what looks like to be a partially completed bug in it.
Hmm. Maybe we should just clear out the whole cave system of all these bugs while we're here. Because it seems like that's where the black box is.
I feel like we should take some of the bugs back to our real world too.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because they always want like creature bits on them.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
All right. So what do you do?
I collect a couple of the partial bugs. Maybe some of the broken full bugs that we have killed.
Okay. Cool. So that's what Ragu is doing. Oreo or Pico, are you doing anything?
Not particularly.
I'll help search or something, but right now the order's coming in, so I'm distracted for a few minutes.
Okay. And Devok, are you doing anything?
Uh, uh, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna do.
All right. So Pico's distracted for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and move him into the main room so he doesn't get lost. So what are you guys doing?
What's up with so there's no barrier here, but there's still a crystal in the center.
Yes.
Well, what happens if I cast a cantrip at it?
All right. You cast a cantrip at it, and you hear in your mind, in a language that somehow you can understand, almost like it's beyond language. And it says, "Follow the path to happiness."
All right. Say less. Say less. Which path is happy though? Maybe. Oh my gosh! Follow the path to happiness. Remember, whenever they're happy, they turn yeller. We gotta find the yeller path.
Ah.
Or green is good too, I guess. Green is kind of happy. But let's look around for yeller.
I see red up here and purple down here, so definitely not these two.
It also blew off this way.
I
Actually,
green here.
Galen, go ahead and
Combo.
stop where you are. Everybody stop where
Oh
you are.
no! Right here.
Yep, just stop where you are. And go ahead and roll initiative.
I don't see nothing.
Well, I saw where you passed by, so they saw you.
No.
Let's go ahead and do
You
this.
should be happy. You said you wanted to be an exterminator.
I mean, yeah. Only. I do want to grab more, though. I feel like clearing them is fine because I do want to get a black box as well as many.
Yeah,
as
I wanted to
possible.
clear him anyway, so it's fine.
Whenever I click, I roll terribly.
Oh, come on, man.
Sorry.
All right, did everybody roll?
Yeah, I did me. I got a 5. I'm not very good at clicking. Maybe you should do the
I
clicking.
should, yeah, I should.
If you don't exercise your clicking skills.
Okay, it looks like once Pico gets his food, and then he'll roll, and then we'll start.
Order like a pizza or
I'm
something?
kind of that hungry.
Yeah, want me to order pizza? All right, fuck yeah, boys.
I don't know. Panda's pizza sucks.
Well, I feel like maybe should we do Domino's or the one you can't have pizza?
There goes Pico.
What?
All right, great. So we're starting round 1. And Galen, when you were passing by, I'm going to go ahead and put you over here because that's where they saw you. And as you're passing by, you notice that a swarm of metal bugs started moving towards you. So do you say anything when that happens?
Yeah. I run or I scream, roll. I'll be like, bugs, kill them. Bug.
All right, great. So Ragu, you hear Galen yelling from the north, bugs. So what do you do?
Let's go get him out of trouble. 3, 5, where are you?
Yeah, you must be devastated for another fight.
I like the fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have to dash action over to there. What is going on? Where are they? Weapons out. They are
Okay.
both out, prepared.
All right, so your weapons are out,
yeah.
and you dashed
Yeah,
up
I don't
there.
have an action. I dashed. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, there's Char.
All right, Pico, you also heard Galen yell bugs, and he's pointing this way, I think. There are bugs right there that you can reach, yeah. There's a small opening, but you can, but it's still fairly big. I mean, big enough for you to pass through.
Like a cat batting at a toy. Go ahead and swipe in there. Oh wow.
Apparently, it is pretty narrow, so you're having trouble getting leverage.
So I go to reach in there and I feel a thump. And I think I'm getting hit from somewhere else, and turns out it was my heartbeat.
Oh, darn, that's our
All right. I'm backing off.
Okay. All right, the swarm comes out, and it flies over Galen. So it's swarming him in his space. But with a 9, as they try to bite at Galen, they're ripping his armor instead of him.
Yay.
All right, Oreo, you can see that the bugs are swarming Galen. It's the same as before, so what are you going to do?
I'm gonna move forward, but give me a second. I have to. Can I go as a straight line? If I go straight line, I can do 30 directly, but I'm not sure if I can do that or I have to go around literally the
Well,
water.
this is water, and you guys haven't tried entering the water yet, so that's up to you.
Okay, so then I do have to go that
Do
way.
it.
Then
On.
screw you. No. So I can. Okay, I'll go here and I'll throw one dagger at that general direction.
Go for it. Well, you hit.
Plus.
Okay, so that is 24 damage. The swarm is at less than half size now. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm assuming the dagger must have just flung a bug straight to the wall and like stuck there or something, like a dart.
Something like that, yeah.
Cool. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Ire, you can see to the north. You can see Galen getting swarmed. So what are you gonna do?
Looks like I'm gonna have to dash. Let's see. Mm. Six. Oh god. All right, there we go. And then that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. All right, Devok, you also see Galen getting swarmed. So what are you gonna do?
Shoot.
Okay.
Sorry in advance, Gavin.
Yeah, it's fine. You'll be fine. I believe in you.
All right, you miss. Let's see, what is Galen's AC? All right, so one of those hits Galen, and the other hits the swarm. So go ahead and roll Galen's damage first.
Wait, Galen's AC is an 8 or less?
Oh, it's a 10, but he gets a penalty because he's being swarmed. But yeah, with a 10, you don't need a penalty of 2 to hit that. So yeah, that's what it is.
Wait, didn't he cast Mage Armor?
Of course.
Did you cast Mage Armor, Galen?
Yeah, because it lasts for a couple of days.
Yeah, I have Mage Armor still active. That's
Okay,
like
so that gives you an AC of what, 14?
13.
13. So, okay, so you do not do any damage to Galen.
Yeah.
However, you do, looks like 1 point of damage to the swarm.
Yes, unfortunately.
So it singed one of the bugs. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing up the mage armor, Oreo. All
That was
right.
Ragu.
1,
Go
2,
with Tyler.
3,
Yeah.
4. I guess this means that Ragu is getting swarmed. So they fly all around him, trying to bite at his armor, but not getting through. All right, Galen, you have these bugs all around you, trying to bite you. Some of them are crawling across your chest. So what are you gonna do?
I am going to. I'm just gonna shocking grasp them, which shouldn't be very hard since they're all around me.
Okay, so they are. Yeah, that's fine. Um, since you're basically attacking your own vicinity, I think if you miss, it will be an automatic hit on you. But you
Oh,
know now you fought them enough that their AC is 12. So go
yeah,
ahead.
I think it'll be fine. Um, hold on.
Wait, does
Yeah,
he
so
get?
they're made of metal, so I get advantage.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it. No, there's no extra damage. Okay, but yeah, I just wanted to.
And you hit. You would hit either way, actually.
Sweet.
All right, let me
All right,
move you real quick so I can do the damage. All right, is that the end of your turn?
that would be it.
All right, and Kevin starts coming around. And Kevin is. Yeah, so you see Kevin kind of pondering his options. You see him, the bolts of electricity going up and down his body, but he seems to change his mind and punches at the swarm. And he starts with surprising grace, given the large crystals for fists. He manages to punch around Ragu and does 25 damage to the swarm.
Nice.
All right, we're at the beginning of round 2. Ragu, you are being swarmed. Like I mentioned to Galen, if you do try to attack, since you're right there, it will be an automatic hit. So are you going to attack?
Yes, I'm going to attack. Now, just for clarification's sake, these have the actual swarm feature where a swarm can occupy another creature's space and vice versa.
Hold on, let me check with the swarm. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Give me one moment. This swarm can occupy another creature's space, and the swarm can move through any opening large enough for an insect. So
Right.
that's the swarm
And
feature.
that, yeah, and because he can move through and vice versa, meaning another creature can move through their space, means I can move out of it. I'm not actually grappled, right?
You're not grappled, no.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to attack with the booming of the blade.
Okay.
Oh, Charter's going to fly right here. He's going to give me assistance, and he's going to fly over here away.
Okay. Except you moved your character.
Yeah, no, I grabbed the wrong one.
No problem.
There you go.
Yep, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Okay, that's a hit. I'm just going to move you so I can get to the creatures. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Come on. Oh, there we go.
So it looks like
So
13
13.
damage, which is quite significant, but not enough to take them all out yet.
And I move down here behind Kevin.
Okay. Do they get an attack of opportunity? If you move out of melee range, I think they do. So what I would suggest is you move to here. So unless you want to have an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Oh no, I can go ahead and move to there. It's close enough. Not being in the water, but close enough.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
then
fair
you're
enough.
going to have to move to swarm, so they're going to boom anyway. Okay.
Yep,
Yes.
fair enough.
That is good for me. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Pico. Galen is currently being swarmed. Ragu is not being swarmed at the moment. He is moved away from the swarm. So what are you going to do? The one north of Ragu is definitely hurt more.
Alright, although I guess,
And Ragu's not in it, so there's no chance of hitting Ragu if you attack that swarm.
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No, he's talking
No, I was
about
talking
me.
to Pico. Yeah, Pico.
Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and, against my better judgment, cut across so that I can flank to try to help Galen.
Okay.
And I guess I'll go ahead and do a booming blade attack.
You hit.
Alright.
And you finish it off.
Alright.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm assuming that second hit then would be going toward Galen's swarm.
No, that was just me rolling the advantage because I forgot to switch that. Since it's booming
Oh,
blade,
okay.
I can't do a second attack.
Fair enough. So yeah, you took out that swarm. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, Galen. The swarm currently occupying your space is gonna try to bite. However, with an 11 and your mage armor, they're not getting through your mage armor despite crawling on top of you. All
That
right.
mage armor.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just thanking my mage armor, even though it only
Oh,
increased
yeah, fair enough.
13. It's been doing work.
Yep. All right, Oreo. Galen's being swarmed, but his mage armor's protecting him. So what are you gonna do?
He's flanked, so I get advantage at this, right?
Yes.
Galen, pray for me. I'm gonna sing.
Okay, deal.
That is a 12, and a 12 hits.
Oh,
Just barely, but it hits.
Okay. That's double damage because I
And
was
you
using the
finish it off.
dagger.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's dead.
I go pick up the other dagger.
All right, you go pick it up, and combat is now over. So what do you do?
Was those the only bugs up there? Might as well investigate the cave if it's cleaned out.
Yeah. Is this yellow or is this green? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's blue and green up here.
All right. Is there any of those boxes in here?
You do not see any of those. However, you do notice the caves going into darkness, like below, and you see the same thing up here, Ragu. The caves
Is-
appear to go beyond the darkness, but you can't see into it.
Are those the same debris things that the other guys were seeing, the nest situation, or different, or nothing at all?
There are some nests in the ceiling, but there's no debris on the ground other than crystals.
Okay, never mind.
Since it said follow the happy, and apparently yellow is happy, I feel like we should send Kevin down in the darkness on the
I
yellow
agree.
side.
There's a yellow path here. Where?
I think this is yellow.
You're pretty sure this is green.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the same green that's up here too.
I had one from before.
did you already send it?
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I don't think I just got Roslyn.
Did we actually ever get confirmation of what green was?
Green was like we
Green
thought
is-
it was like content or their natural state.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
it's the closest thing to happy, I think.
Okay.
But like
No, yellow's happy. Green is
I
more
thought
their
that-
just
that's what I thought
neutral
too.
state.
did we kill everything over here? Can we look down the path?
Yeah, you can. I haven't. You can check the one on to the left. The one we checked the room to the right.
Okay, cool.
How narrow is this passage?
It's probably about 2 feet across.
Okay, that's easy enough to fit down. Guys feel like we haven't killed enough stuff yet?
Did you hear?
Oh, sorry. Do you guys think that we haven't killed enough stuff yet?
Give me a second.
I don't think we've
Let's kill
investigated this one cave system on this side. Galen, you really want to just dive in first?
Which one? The red one?
The one you're in, yep.
I'll just head up. There's
Oh, let
another
me check
bug.
it out.
I can see a bug through there. I'm just taking peeks. Hey, yeah, you go first.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, you see more tunnels. You see it leads to darkness. The cave seems to move past it, but it is unnaturally dark.
And are there bugs?
Are there bugs?
I'm not having any luck finding any.
You find another pile of metal debris.
I'll go ahead and search that.
All right, inside you find another of
I'll
those
help.
black cubes.
Okay. Nifty, possibly.
Okay,
How heavy are they?
they're about a pound.
I'm gonna check this one up here.
All right,
And
and
that's
they
just darkness.
they go into the darkness.
So there's no yellow path on this, on any part of this cave system we've seen so far. Oh, I see a bug on this side. There's, get down here, guys.
Ragu, are you going into the darkness?
So, yeah.
No, I was trying to wiggle my way out. I was having
Oh,
problems
okay.
maneuvering.
No problem.
Okay.
I point the guys that are near me, like literally just further down here. There's a bug down here.
Bug?
Bug. Big bug. You see it, Ire?
Yeah. Are we
Go
killing
kill
it?
it.
Let's go get it.
Okay.
Hold on, let me go in first.
Oh, 3 bug.
3 bugs, but they're bottlenecked. I think this is a good place for some AoE.
Actually, go ahead and stop where you are. Ire, you notice. Actually, let me double check. Yeah, you notice these bugs here and these bugs here heading towards you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay.
Alright. Oh, come on.
Has everybody rolled?
Hold on.
Man, these guys' initiative rolls really suck.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't roll my initiative, I don't think.
No, I did it for you.
You did it? Okay, cool, thanks.
All right. So we have Pico, Oreo, Davak, Galen, Ragu, Ire, okay, and Kevin.
Did you actually get a -1 for one of the swarms?
Yes. Like I said,
Wow.
their initiative rolls are not good.
Cool.
All right, Pico, you heard Ire say. What did you say, Ire?
I said 3 bug.
Okay. So what do you do, Pico?
I'm charging forward. I have bad news for you. I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to charge up to this one.
Okay.
Booming Blade.
And it hits.
All right, let me get my auxiliary. Ooh, nice. Total of 14 points.
Yeah, good hit.
And I am going to promptly retreat back to where I was and let Ire know there's 2 down that southern passage, not just 1.
All right, Oreo, you saw Pico run in, attack, and run out. What are you going to do?
Oh yeah, 4 bugs. Shit. Give me a second. Just checking out distance here.
Okay.
Well. Oh god. How much damage? Oh, you did 14 on down. You know what? I'm just gonna maybe. Are you guys just want to bottleneck them in here, or do you want to take them out from like the
I
main
have a
room?
feeling that they're just gonna move through us and
They are swarms, so they can
yeah,
move right through your space.
That's
yeah. I
okay.
don't think
So
they're
in
welcome to
that
theirs.
case, I'm gonna backtrack one. So that I'm gonna stand here, and I'm gonna hold as an action, attacking with a dagger as soon as either they swarm me or they're within melee.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Devok, you see Ire. He mentioned the bugs. So what are you gonna do?
I'll move in. Wait, I didn't see anything.
You probably want to be down here.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was a wall there. I'll shoot. Um, back one. Yeah, I'll shoot the one in front of Pico.
You can shoot number 3.
Yeah.
The one that Ire hit before.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. And you hit the wall on both of those and miss.
Oh, I rolled 3 times by accident.
Okay, well, all 3 missed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead and move so you wind up in your own hex.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And is that all they got? No, they got 8. So, Ire, you are now swarmed.
You mean Ragu?
No,
Oh.
I mean Ire. Oh, Ragu, are you on the same space? Yeah,
Oh.
where are you?
I was right there. I didn't know Ire was under me.
Oh, okay. So one of you move into a different hex. One of the adjacent
Alright.
hexes.
I'll just come up here and stand on top of Char then.
Okay, so then,
I'm still close.
yep, but Ire's the one being swarmed. However, they're biting at his metal skin and not having any luck piercing it. So, Galen, you heard the battle cry from to the south. What are you going to do?
Guess I'll move. See if I can find one of these guys. 1, 2, 3.
You can
4.
see that Galen is currently being swarmed.
What?
No, it's not
Ire?
Galen. I'm sorry, Ire's being swarmed.
Yeah. I was gonna just actually, sorry. Instead of going there, I was gonna step onto the. I want to go where Devok is, and I want to cast hopefully, that's probably not a good idea.
Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
The electricity, and you're also made of metal.
You'll hit.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I have faith.
I'll cast Shocking Grasp on the bugs.
Okay.
As great of a decision as that is,
Yeah, you have advantage.
you got zapped.
That normally I would say that is not enough to get through Ire's defenses. However, Ire is metal and he is vulnerable to lightning. So go ahead and roll damage against Ire.
You
And
know what? Actually, let's not do that. I'm gonna use the god thing.
I have faith.
Favored by the gods.
sorry, what are you doing exactly?
Favored by the gods.
Okay, go for it.
Add 2d4.
Don't really wanna. God damn it!
Oh, does an 11 hit them?
No, it needs to be 12.
You can if you want use a fate point.
I don't. You're not worth a fate point,
No.
Shane. I'm sorry. You're getting zapped. I tried my hardest.
It's
I
fine.
honestly did.
You needed anything except for 2 1s, and you got 2 1s. It was fated to be.
All right.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll damage and double it.
Maybe it'll be low.
You suck, man.
Ire, you take 30 points of damage from Galen.
I can roll, bro.
You suck at rolling. That's what this is.
All right, Galen, go ahead and move back into your own hex.
I'm also I'm gonna say Kevin fight bug if I can.
He's actually in the turn order already. He just rolled really low on his initiative.
Oh, he just sucks.
He
Okay,
sucks, yeah.
good. That's fine.
All right.
I'll
The
catch this.
swarm, if it could, would be laughing, but unfortunately for Ire, it can't laugh.
Oh, healing.
Go ahead.
Is Ire still standing?
Ire,
I
are you
can't
still
see with the
standing?
swarm's hit points.
Well, I have 18 hit points left.
Yeah, he's still standing.
Okay.
All right. Swarm. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you are now being swarmed, Ragu.
I said 1026.
Yeah, but it was.
And a 15, I believe, is not good enough to hit you, if I remember correctly.
No, it's not. That
Yep.
number keeps changing on my thing, though. I'll change that back. Don't worry.
Yeah, but anyway, fair enough. All right, Ragu, you are currently being swarmed. Ire is being swarmed, and Ire was nearly shocked to death by Galen. So what are you going to do?
Well, Char's right there. He's going to go ahead and give me advantage and then get away. I am going to swing away
Okay.
with
At your own swarm or at Ire's swarm?
let me say, how much does Iron Swarm got left there? I can't see. All the hit point bars are
Yeah,
on
Ire's
top of
swarm
each
is
other.
full. And your swarm is full. So they're both full hit
Oh,
points.
okay. In that case, I'll go ahead and I'm going to hit my swarm with a booming blado.
Okay. And that hits. I'm going to move you just so I can get at them. Okay, so 14 damage.
Uh-huh. And I will step back
Okay,
to right there.
fair enough. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Devok is now swarmed.
Yay.
And a 24 is good enough to hit Devok. Devok, they start tearing at your scales or ripping them apart for 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, Ire, you are being swarmed. You have been shocked. Because you have been shocked, you have no reaction. But you do have your normal action. So what are you gonna do?
Since when did these things learn how to shock?
No, they must be evolved.
I hit my swarm twice.
And you do so. I'm gonna move you so I can get at them. So that looks
Big
like
damage.
25 damage, which is not enough to take them out, but it is enough to kill half the swarm.
Nice.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
One thing you can do is that you are being swarmed, but there's nothing stopping you from walking out of the swarm. And as long as you don't walk out of melee range, you can actually say walk to this hex, and you're out of the swarm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That probably would have been.
Yeah,
Should have
yeah.
been doing that.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah, like my
Unfortunately
swarm,
for
I
you,
stepped out
you
of it.
are.
But I still-
Go for it.
Waiting a long time for that one. That's kind of lame, but.
All right. Unfortunately for you, Ire, you were swarmed again. And let's see. But its 17 isn't good enough to bite through your metal. And Kevin. And Kevin is going to attack Devok's swarm with his multi-attack. Okay, so Devok, your AC is 19. So even with the penalty, he still does not hit you, fortunately. And on his second attack, he hits the swarm for 17 damage because he shouldn't have got that critical. I'll have to fix that up. But it did do some pretty good damage.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are being swarmed again, Ire, with the second swarm.
No matter.
No matter.
But this second swarm's not having any luck either. All right, round 2. Pico, you can see that there's 2 swarms attacking Ire. There's a swarm in the middle that's almost dead. There's a swarm attacking Ragu, although he stepped out of it. There's a swarm attacking Devok. So what are you going to do?
Well, I guess I am going to step here and then try and booming blade that closest swarm.
Okay. And that works.
So a total of whopping 6 points.
You kill a couple of insects. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Fair enough. All right, Oreo, you see Devok's swarm is at about half health, and the swarm in the middle is at less than half health. So what are you going to do?
I'll be in Galen's spot for a second. Is hitting this one at all considered flanked at this point?
It is not flanked because oh wait, yeah, it's not flanked.
Okay. Going ahead and swing anyway.
You still hit though.
Double that
Okay.
plus that.
And you take it out.
Bonus action, I'll throw a dagger at the one that's not swarming anybody in the middle here. I don't know what number that is. The one that Ire had left first.
Okay, that is
This one, the one
yeah,
right next to him.
I got it. Number 11.
Okay.
That hits.
Oh snap! That should have been offhand. I'll just it's fine. No mod on this one, so it should just be a 4. No, sorry. 5 damage.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah,
And then
that
I'm gonna move
definitely hurt
back,
it.
and that's it.
Fair enough. All right, Devok, you are no longer swarm. There's a swarm next to you that is almost dead, and then Ire further on down here is swarmed by 2 swarms flying all around it. So what are you gonna do?
I'll back up a bit, and then I'll shoot the swarm that was right in front of me.
Okay, as you no, yeah, go ahead. That's right. It's been shocked or whatever. Go for it. Both of those hit.
Cool.
So 8, 14, and that's exactly what you need to take it out.
Okay.
All right, Galen, you can see that Ire is being swarmed by 2 swarms, and you could probably hear the swarm to the north where Ragu is. So what are you going to do?
Please no. Please no.
Oh, are you having a problem with the bugs?
No. I think I got it under wraps. As long as I don't learn to shock again.
Okay. Actually, if I stay here, is this technically a flank on these boogs?
No, because that Ragu would need to be over here for that.
Okay.
The
Well,
boog.
shut up, Rosin. Then I'll do shock and grasp on this one since it doesn't have like a conductive robot in the center.
Fair enough.
All right. That's a hit.
Yep.
I'm
What
not
can
gonna.
you have just done that?
I'm not gonna roll any good damage though. Now that's actually pretty good. Yeah.
What can
all
you have just done that?
right. Well, you were in the center. It threw off my
Oh yeah.
current or whatever.
It was drawn to the larger source. There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, now that I've gotten rid of it, it's but I didn't get rid of that bug reaction. I'm gonna have to stay here. Okay, I guess that's my turn then.
All right, fair enough. Definitely hurt them though. All right, Swarm 4. It's gonna make a choice. Let's see what it chooses. It chooses Galen. Galen, you are now
What?
swarmed. Yep.
Uh-huh.
It just takes 10 points of thunder damage.
It's
Fair
alright, that
enough.
mage armor will.
Mage armor will always come in clutch.
It'll protect him.
Okay, they go ahead and bite you, and they succeed.
Really
And you
me.
take 13 piercing damage as they rip into your flesh.
Oh, neat. Can you do that
All
for
right,
me, Shane?
Ragu. Galen is being swarmed. What are you gonna do?
Alrighty. Did they take the 10 points of thunder damage when they moved?
They did. They're still alive,
Okay.
but they took it.
Alright. Let's see. Is he being swarmed by more than one swarm? I can't tell.
Ire's being swarmed by 1. Galen is only being swarmed by 1.
Okay.
So
they're both
here,
being
maybe
swarmed
that'll
by just
help.
one. Alright. And then. Oh, okay, there.
Yeah, you can see Ire has the 2 on him. Yeah.
Okay. Crap, I gotta get past him to go help him. Okay. Char, I need your help, my friend. Char flies over to lend assistance and then gets back behind Oreo for safety.
Okay.
I'm going to. Shoot. How do I swing and shove at the same time? If I'm moving, can I take somebody with me?
You still have to take an action to grapple them, but you can move after that.
Okay, even if they're willing.
I don't think that really makes a difference, except that you don't have to roll to grapple.
Vancouver, thanks.
Okay. Shoot. Nope, I'm just gonna have to swing away. Try not to hit you. Stand still.
Oh, you hit.
You
And you
sound
take out
surprised.
the swarm.
All right, now I move. One. Let's see, there's two of them
You could
by
technically move
Ire.
there if you want.
Okay, Galen's there. I can move here.
You can technically, there's a hex here with a little bit of space. You can technically move into right here if you wanted to.
All right.
Can you see if I
I
do
think
that? Here, I could do this.
I think you're in a. I think I'm in a wall. Yeah. Okay.
Can
There
you
we
see
go.
now?
Yes, I can see now.
Okay. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay. That was my. Well, I could still do my offhand attack. I'm just gonna go ahead and offhand.
Was that a booming
Swatting at.
blade or just a regular attack? If it's just a
That
regular
was a
attack,
regular.
then okay, yeah, go ahead then.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I have my brass knuckles. I'm just gonna swipe away at some of the ones on Ire there. Don't worry, I'll get you out in a moment.
Fair enough. And you hit. So you do 8 points of damage to one of the swarms.
Mhm.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
All right, Ire, you got 2 swarms attacking you. If you can move to one of the adjacent hexes, like down here or up here, and still be in melee range if you want to do that.
No, I think it's fine. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll move down here,
Okay.
and then I'll hit the swarm that is lower
Okay.
first. Oh, and I'll
And you
miss.
miss.
And then I'll hit him again.
That hits.
And I'll hit.
All right. 8 points of damage. So you kill some more. There's still more than half the swarm though.
Wait a second. He should roll again because the swarm is flanked.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and so that's the 10. Go ahead and roll again just to see if you crit it on the 18.
all right.
You did not. All right. So go ahead and roll the 10. So that's another 9 points.
Cool. Now it's my turn.
So it's less than half. One of the swarms is now less than half its numbers. All right. Swarm 3 is being attacked. It was last attacked by Ire, so it's going ahead and moving. Did anybody boom and blade it?
No, not that one because I had to get around.
All
I
right.
was gonna do something like that this time.
Yep. So it's going to go ahead and attack. I don't think there are attacks opportunities on swarms. However, it did not do enough, roll high enough to hit Ire.
Well, it got an
Alrighty.
attack of opportunity on me. Does that mean I can't get one on it?
No, I think they can attack on you, but I have to look that up. But I'm pretty sure you can't get one on the swarms because they can move right through your space.
Okay.
All right,
Well, 'cause
Kevin.
that's
is...
vice versa. So
Sorry, go ahead.
I just said I thought that was vice versa, so it works both ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll look that up later. But for now,
Okay.
Kevin's going to come around and attack, and there's no one there, so he's just going to go all out. And he hits both times, one of which is a crit. So he does 20, 30, 42 points of damage and takes out the... actually, no, that first hit took it out. So the second hit will be... that was that first hit. So the second hit will be 17 against the lower one. Because he's going to move into place and take that lower one. Alrighty, so that one is almost dead, less than 1/10 of its health. We're on round 3. So, Pico, there's one swarm left that's forming ire, so what are you going to do?
Well, I guess I am going to. And I can just run right through it as long as I don't go out of
Exactly.
range.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move there, and I'm going to attempt a booming blade attack.
That hits.
All right.
And you take it out.
All right.
So we'll go ahead and end combat. Alright, so as you take out the last of the swarms, you notice that everything is quieter than it was before. It didn't really register before because it was so continuous, but you're pretty sure that there are no more swarms in these caves.
Really?
What do I see
I'm gonna
here?
go ahead and.
Oh, I lied.
Yep.
You thought you were sure of that until you got closer to the other cave over here. Sorry about that. All right, Ragu and Oreo, you find another one of those black cubes.
You can take that, Ragu. Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you already find one?
No, I didn't, but it's gonna all go to the same spot anyway, so it's fine. Take it.
Okay, got it.
Is that all that we find in this spot?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we want to go ahead and try and clear up this end over here.
Yar.
Okay, let me see something here.
Let us all get up there so we're not left running for the first 2 runs.
Okay.
So you see it. If you want to shoot at it, you can get the first attack. If you move in to get a melee attack, though, then they'll see you and we'll do normal combat.
So wait a minute. Okay, so if I tried to rush in there, they could still end up going before me potentially.
Right, because they're basically facing your direction, but they're not reacting to you right now. So basically, what I'm saying is that yeah, if you run in there, we'll start combat as normal. If you shoot, then you get basically that one attack, and then we'll start combat.
All
Can we
right.
try something? I would like to try something if we're okay with it.
What's that?
Can I please be seeing the pretty little metal can you have there with the lightning symbol on it?
I thought you had one.
I have fire. Nobody's let me have a lightning one yet.
All right, sure.
Thank you, sir. Can I throw it that far, Jeremy? 35 feet? Or do I have to step forward?
I think with your strength, you could probably. Oh, actually, what's the? Did I list a range on that?
No, it just
Never
says,
mind. You have a high strength. I'm just gonna say you can throw it that far and deal with it later. So yeah, you can throw it that far.
all right, I take the can, I pop the little thing on the top, and I throw the lightning grenade right there.
As you throw it, you see this arc of electricity, this burst of lightning, and it fills the cavern. And you hear what sounds like a whining and then a screeching noise, and then an explosion. The swarm is no more.
I think you blew up
given
one of the
the-
black cubes. I'm gonna go ahead and investigate.
Okay.
I was gonna say, given what I know about the fire cylinders, how powerful was that lightning cylinder?
By itself, it was basically as powerful as the fire ones, except it was lightning. However, you see that there's something in the pile that exploded as the lightning went off.
I'm gonna look and see if I spot anything that looks like remnants of one of these cubes.
You find a cube, and you find a fire cylinder and a lightning cylinder, or at least the remains of them.
Like, do we find them or just the
The
remains?
remains of them.
Oh.
And you do notice that the light is yellow. And you can see as you're looking down that it goes dark into darkness, but you see the yellow light right before the darkness. And that ends in darkness as well.
All right.
And so does that one. Yep. So what do you do?
Shall we go tell them?
Sure. Did we finish exploring anything else?
Is that all in the cave?
Did we check down here in the green area?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Yeah,
investigated
that's
all of
early.
it.
All right. Well, now that we're sure that Ragu's blown up all the goodies.
Yeah. It was an honest mistake. None
So
of
we're
the other
supposed-
piles had cylinders.
That's true. None of the rest of the piles had any of those in there, except for those cubes.
Well, then you should have suspected when you wanted to throw something in.
Yeah.
That's how Murphy works. So are we supposed to be following the yellow?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, the yellow is down this way.
You go into the darkness, Pico?
Now I'm waiting for everybody else. In fact, I think Kevin should probably lead the way since this is his vision quest.
We need to probably give him the instruction to follow the light, don't we?
He's following the rest of the
No.
group. So assuming Galen ever goes in there, he's going to go in there. And then, so you're all standing there. So what do you do?
Um,
I think we need to be going further into the darkness.
Yeah, I think we should go into the darkness.
Still fine.
I'm going in with the knife.
All right. So you go into the darkness,
you
and
Okay,
you
good.
quickly find that it opens back up again into another chamber. You should be able to go down into the chamber. Yep. The first thing you notice is that there seems to be a barrier across the entryway. And
and what do you know? Look at this. 3 sets of big crystals.
you see the passage ahead is blocked by a barrier. 3 crystals are visible. Each one, so 3 crystals are visible, and near the barrier you see 3 white crystal blocks. 2 are 1 foot above the ground, and the third is flush with the ground. So what do you do?
That's a lot of.
All right, say it again.
You see 3 glowing crystals. You see 3 white crystal blocks that are sticking out of the ground. 2 of the white crystal blocks is sticking 1 foot above the ground, and the third is flush with the ground.
All right, I'm going to cast a cantrip at the left crystal, or the southern crystal.
This one here. All right. So that one makes a high tone, and the crystal here, you see it vibrate as if it's trying to move down, but it then stops.
The other ones.
I'm going to try casting on the northern one then.
Okay, a low tone is emitted, and the middle crystal goes down by 1 foot, becoming flush with the ground, and the right crystal goes up by 1 foot, now being 1 foot above the ground.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, I see. Tries the center one. We're gonna have to figure out this up and downs game.
Hold on. I want to document this stuff.
It's kind of a computer. Do we just want to ask him to
Solve
determine
puzzles.
the exactly, Kevin?
So it made the second, or made the middle one do what? Lower down to the ground?
Okay, so the low tone at the top made the middle crystal go down by 1, so it's flush to the ground, and it made the right crystal at the end here go up by 1 foot.
Okay, so hit that crystal a second time to put it back the way it was, I think.
I'm
And
pretty
then
sure that's
hit the
not the way
middle
that
crystal.
works.
And then hit the middle crystal, which will make all 3 go flush to the ground.
And so the right one, we just saw the right crystal try to drop, or
Yeah.
the. Okay.
You saw the right crystal try to drop with this one.
And with this one, it was the center crystal. So this one is going to be associated with that crystal. But whatever you do to switch one crystal on or off, the one immediately next to it also flips. So when one's down and one's up, one will go up, the other will go down. But if you have 2 of them up and you hit this one here, it'll go down, plus it'll flip this one down, and all 3 of them will be in the down position.
You don't know that because the first crystal I hit only affected one of these things. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the middle one.
Okay, the middle one causes the left crystal up here to lower by 1 foot. And then after that, you hear a buzzing noise. And then you see these first 2 crystals go back to being 1 foot above the ground, and this last crystal being flushed with the ground.
Is the barrier still there, or did it fade away?
Say that again?
No, I'm pretty
Is
sure
the
that what
barrier-
happened is that there was an error right now, and we have to restart.
Yeah, it seems to have reset. So the first 2, the left and middle crystal blocks are now 1 foot above the ground, and the right crystal block is flush with the ground.
And that center crystal only affected one of the crystals?
Yes.
Okay. And it dropped a foot.
So it seems to be discrete. It moves in discrete heights of 1 foot.
All right. That's interesting. But only one actually raises anything so far. So I'm gonna try and hit the middle crystal twice.
Okay, you hit the middle crystal, and it causes the left crystal to go down by 1 foot. And then you hit it again, and it tries to do that again, but it can't go lower than the ground. And that's so right now the middle crystal is flush. The left crystal is flush. The middle crystal is 1 foot above the ground, and the right crystal is flush.
Okay, I think I know what I want to do. I'm gonna trigger the middle one more time just to reset everything.
Okay, you do so.
All right. Now I am going to, and I get the whole thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit the. Wait a minute. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the middle crystal. Wait, no. Yeah, middle crystal.
Okay, the middle crystal causes the left crystal to go down by 1 foot.
Okay.
So the left and right crystals are flush. The middle crystal's up by 1 foot.
I am now going to hit the north crystal.
All right, that causes the middle crystal to go down by 1 foot and causes the right crystal to go up by 1 foot. So now the first 2 crystals are flush, and the last crystal is up 1 foot.
So I'm hitting the south one.
Yeah. Then you hit the south one, and it causes the right crystal to go down by 1 foot, causing them all to be flush, and the barrier disappears.
Nice.
Yeah, good work.
Are there any good cat musician puns?
No.
Hope not. I really hope not.
All right. So you should be able to move across into the next room. And when you do so, you notice a large a chasm that splits the cavernous hall in two. You hear a howling wind blowing blowing up from the chasm, and the ground is littered with flat white crystals. Each of these crystals are about a foot in diameter, and they are circular. So what do you do?
Well, now that Kevin's not home alone,
Hmm.
well, let's avoid the darkness. What do we got over here?
You have crystals sticking out of the walls, the large crystals and the small crystals in the ground. You have the glowing crystals as well, very similar to similar crystals you've seen in other parts of the caves.
What happens
Make
if
sure this.
I toss a crystal into the middle?
Okay, you toss it, and it falls,
Hmm.
and falls,
Yeah, well, I don't know.
and
Maybe
falls.
So wait, so is it an actual abyss? I'm going to go ahead and step over here, and I'm just going to try and toss produce flame right over here.
You do so.
Okay, and I can see it just fine as it crosses over?
Yep. Although, just to this here is the edge. Just so you know, where the texture changes is
Okay, I
that's
get
where
it.
the cliff is. It's just it goes inward, so you can kind of see the cliff. If you understand what I mean.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
So do we know for sure there's no barrier here right now?
You know that produce flame
Oh,
appeared on the other
well,
side.
I'm asking the guys more so than you get, but yeah.
Probably.
Well,
Yeah,
not
there-
appeared. I mean, it's a traversal launching a fireball. I could see the thing as it traveled.
You could see it, yes.
Okay.
It went in a straight line.
I was just making sure because at first I was seeing this as like a big, like we were talking about caves going into the darkness.
Yeah,
I didn't
that was
register
really
that as
scary.
slopes, so I was
Yeah.
making sure.
How about this then? I'm gonna go ahead and take out my arrow, and I'm gonna shoot one of the arrows of displacement against this wall.
Okay, you shoot it. It flies across. It hits the wall and shatters, and you appear over there.
And I still have
I
two
thought-
more uses of it.
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
one shattered, so you still have the other ones.
Hold
Oh
on.
no. Each arrow said that it had like 3 uses to it.
Oh, in that case, yeah, you still have two more uses. So never mind about shattering.
Thank you.
I'm gonna toss my grappling hook with the rope over. Well, toss the hook end over. Is there anywhere you can hook this up?
Well, I was actually just hoping that Char could just give me the rope over instead of doing a grappling hook, but yeah.
Yeah.
How's Kevin gonna climb a rope?
Doesn't he just float?
You know he floats, but it's a
Oh, yeah.
hover, meaning he stays a certain distance above the ground.
Oh, so he'll
You can
drop.
grab onto me. We can do that.
Okay.
All right, so you're tying a rope to one of the large crystals.
Yep.
Okay, you do so.
Ragu, help me yank on this. Let's make sure that that's good and solid.
Okay.
All right, you yank, and the crystal seems to be holding. If it's this one by Oreo.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and look for. How's this one here? Is that one reasonably solid?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and work to tie off the other end there.
Okay, you do so.
All right. Well, I guess I'll be. And Char flew over just fine.
He did.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and try hand over handing my way across the rope.
You do so. This isn't a normal climb. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a DC 10 climb check.
Well, if we're doing that, I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to take a.
Don't you have climbing?
He does, but it's not really rope, hand over hand rope kind of thing. It's his climbing skill gives him speed because of his claws sticking into the side of the cliff.
Okay.
He does have the skill though, so he's still rolling the skill. It's just he has to actually roll.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut off a piece of rope, probably 10 feet or so. I'm going to fashion up a harness, so if I slip, I'm still attached.
Okay, you do so.
Okay, now I'll try and cross.
Okay, go for it. And if he didn't have climbing, it would have been an athletics check.
Well, I don't have climbing, so it is an athletics check.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you actually had the climbing skill. Okay, go for it.
I
Yeah,
have
so did I.
3/4 of it.
Oh, I see. Fair
Oh.
enough. You make it though.
Zip, 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 zip. Oh, well, maybe more like over here. Zip, zip. All right. And Char, you want to pull that loop back over for the next person? Make sure to make your flying check so you don't fall and plummet to your doom.
Okay, who's next coming up?
I'll go.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, you make it across. Go ahead and move. And we'll just have Char repeat the taking the rope back. You don't have to say it every time. So who's next?
Gillian, Devak.
Yeah.
I'll take Kevin over. Let's get everybody else there.
Nice.
All right. Devak basically just tight ropes.
Sweet. I don't know if I'm gonna be very good at this.
That's all right. That's what the rope is for.
Yeah.
Come on, Galen.
All right. Make me do it. Click for me.
Oh,
All right, and you make it. It's a
Cool.
good thing we're taking the left one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. Oh, and
Alright.
part of the reason for the roll is not just because of the hand over hand, but because of the howling wind blowing up as well, which is making it more difficult.
That would have been handy to know.
Yeah, I didn't know there was an insane.
Yeah,
wind.
I mentioned the wind at the beginning, but yeah, it's easy to get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have just forgot about it.
Yep, no problem. All
Okay,
right, so
come on,
Kevin
Kevin.
moves up and kind of looks down, and he says, "Answer. Fall. Me."
You're not gonna fall, Kevin. I'm taking you. Come on,
Kevin,
come over
come.
here to me.
Named.
Take the leap of faith, Kevin. Just jump.
Kevin,
Kevin, come
Oh,
over.
just kidding.
No.
Don't you dare, Jeremy. Take that back.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Picking up-
Using my rope and
if
oh, go
Kevin
ahead.
dies, you can just cancel.
oh,
That's
That
a
man's our
wrap.
baby.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Using my rope and grappling hook plus the harness Pico made, I pretty much tie Kevin to my back and tell him to hold on, and then I go across with Kevin on my back.
Okay, so you got you got the wind blowing, you got Kevin adding extra weight. So for you, it will be a DC 12.
Okay. Athletics.
Athletics, yes. Okay, no problem.
Everyone rolled pretty well on that.
All right, you make it across, and you look into a rather large room with a massive glowing crystal in the center, sprouting crystals from every direction, almost like almost like broccoli. You see metal parts coming out of the ground and sticking into the crystals. You see long metal tubes that seem to be coming out of the wall and are attached to the crystals. You see several what look like metal trapdoors in the ground. You see small metal barriers, and you see what look like 5 glowing panels of some sort. And so Kevin goes in there. So Galen and Ire and Devok, are you going in as well, or are you staying back there?
We're going in as well.
Okay, so everybody move themselves in.
Make your rolls, Ire
So
and
as
Galen.
you move in, everybody stop. The passageway, you see bars come down and slam down. You see this shimmering barrier show up, and you see the trapdoors open. So everybody roll initiative.
I should have healed, but
you
it's
click,
fine.
Shane. You click. I don't
Yeah.
trust me. Click. Thank you.
Yeah, see, better than your rolls.
Yeah, much better than my rolls.
Oh, no.
Oh, Kevin's.
You see what look like the crystals, but they seem to lack the same life that Kevin has, and they seem to be, fortunately, weaker. Is everybody rolled?
I think so. Did we get Kevin on there?
Let me check.
Yeah, we did. Sorry. Yeah.
That's
Is
not.
he on there? Husk. He's not on there. Okay. Grouping it. All right. So now we are on round one. And like I said, before we begin, you see the 5 panels across the room. You notice that as the husks come out of those trap doors, that they did not close. So what are you going to do, Pico?
Glancing at the panel, do I see anything interesting?
You see a bunch of symbols, and you see a series of what look like rectangles you've used as buttons. And if you want to interact with the panel, you can do so as an action.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be the most effective in combat here. Although, who is good at the panels?
Galen and Ire should be translating. They were both very good at that.
I technically can't really translate.
One thing you do notice is that one of those buttons is green and is larger than the other two.
I'm going to take a chance. I'll go ahead and
Get the button.
press the green button.
So you press it, and then afterward, several additional screens come up that have this green button. And so you spend your action hitting the green buttons, and when you are done, the screen goes blank.
Nice.
If that was your action, are you going to do any movement?
Sure. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. It looks like if I use feline agility and skirt around the wall, I could get to the farthest panel.
Okay, yeah, you've already spent your action, but you can at least be in place next turn.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and kind of scoot across along the wall like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and, swing in a wide berth. Swing all the way down. And actually, if this crystal's big enough, I'll kind of try and hide myself there just to
Yep,
stay out of
those are large crystals, so they'd be like hiding behind a column or something.
Do you bother
All
sharing any of the info that you just did on the panel that you were just at?
Yeah. I hit the green button on the panel, and then it went dark. It was bigger than the other 2 buttons.
Okay. Ragu, what are you going to do? You heard that information? And like I said, he had to go through several screens, several red buttons, so it did take his whole action. So keep that in mind if you're going to interact with it.
Yeah, sure. I'll hit the next one in order.
Okay, you do so. So that's your action. You still have your movement. Are you going to move?
I'm going to go ahead and stay here, but this is a really tall tall thing, right?
Yeah, you can. There's no way you're gonna get through that.
No, Char's gonna get up above attack range.
Fair enough. Okay, that's then your turn.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Ire. You notice that this screen and this one over here are dark. You notice that one's glowing here, here, and down here. You might be able to see that. And you see several of the crystal husks starting to move. What are you going to do?
I'll sprint down to this screen down here. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I can actually do it in one movement, and then I'll hit the buttons on this screen as my
Okay,
action.
so you move and you take your action, and that one goes blank. All right, the crystal husk starts moving and attacks you, Ire. It uses its 2 slams. The 22 hits.
Yes, it does.
And so you take 5 bludgeoning damage as it punches you really hard. All right, Davak, the screen next to you is dark. The display over here is dark. The display near Ire is dark. The one down here is lit. The one by Oreo is lit. One of the crystal hulks is punching Ire, and the other 3 over here are on the move. So what are you going to do?
Let's see. Where's Ire? Ire. Oh, you're
Ire's
down there.
down here.
Nine.
Okay, sorry. Let me redo that movement. I can barely see the crystal, but I'll try and shoot at it.
Which one?
The one that's attacking Ire.
Oh, okay, sure, go ahead. That hits. Both of them.
8.
8. Or
I
10.
think- yeah, you clicked it too many times.
Oh, sorry, 10.
Yeah, that looks like 10. Okay.
Yeah.
So that definitely hurts it. It takes about 1/5 of its health away. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Kevin moves and starts attacking the nearest one. So that should not be advantage. So only the first one hits. But he still bludgeons it for 16 points of damage.
Kevin.
And then the husk turns back around and attacks Kevin the same way. And the 18 hits, the 16 misses. So Kevin takes 4. An even exchange. Just kidding. Oreo, so the panel next to you is glowing. The Kevin is under attack. Ire's under attack. What are you going to do?
Gonna follow the instructions being sent to me and do the panel thing.
Okay, you spend your action hitting the buttons, and it goes dark. You still have your movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay put, and this is like a big chunk of crystal, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna do my best to do a bonus action and hide for now.
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Give me a second.
Okay. All right. So, Galen, you see that this display here is the only one that's still lit. You can see Kevin's under attack and Ire's under attack. What are you going to do?
I can't make it over to that display in time. Well, yeah, and I wouldn't be able to do anything till Pico, so I'm just gonna try and. What number is this one? Can I know that? Hold on, I'll just mouse over. Okay, so it is gonna go before Pico. Then what I'm gonna try to do is, one. Damn it! Is it technically in this square? What's going on here?
Oh, sorry. Let me move it. It came out of this thing. That's why I was there. But yeah, there you go.
Okay, and I can walk on this, right?
Yes.
Is that bad? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm gonna shocking grasp it.
Okay.
Because I think aren't they? No, wait. We learned that he was imper. Can I retake that? I'll just stand over here and I'll move to like here and I'll shoot it with fire.
Okay. You do so.
Yeah, I don't
Double
actually
check.
do that for
Yep,
them.
fire does full damage, so go for it.
Yeah, but electricity they're resistant to, I
Yeah.
thought. Okay. Well, maybe
That does not hit it.
it was a warning shot.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. The husk does not see Oreo because she hid. Otherwise, it would have gone after Oreo. So instead, it's going after Ragu. The 22 would hit Ragu. Do you let it hit?
If my AC is a 22 and it's a 22, it still wins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the hit then.
Fair enough. So it strikes you for 5 points of damage. All right, and then Husk 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 is gonna go up and attack Galen. So I guess you succeeded in what you're trying to do in a way. And it hits both times, Galen.
Ah,
So you take 13 points of damage.
he's
Okay.
at 1 HP, but he's holding on strong.
I'll heal myself after this.
So it is now around 2, and what you see happening is that these two openings, which have not closed yet, you see 2 more husks appear. Grouping it. We'll go ahead and do descending. We are now on round 2. So, Pico, you saw the 2 new husks appear, so what are you going to do? Okay, it goes dark, and these openings now close. Are you going to do any movement?
Yeah, rather than hang out here, I'm going to run way over here and, well, help Ragu flank.
Fair enough. All right, Ragu. So the panels have all been hit. I'm just going to move you up there. The panels have all been hit. The trap doors have closed, but it appears that the husks are still here and fighting. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to go ahead and wait a second. Advantage flanking.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take my swing away.
All right.
26.
That is a 26. That hits. Okay, a solid 11 points of damage.
And punch up.
That hits as well. For another 8.
19 points.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here with Pico.
Fair enough. All right, Ire. The trapdoors have closed. The screens are dark, and you are being attacked. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna hit the crystal in front of me twice.
And the first one misses, but the second one hits.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal for 10 using lay on hands.
Fair enough. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, then the husk right next to you is going to start pounding. But with those rolls, you don't have nothing to worry about. All right, Davak. The husk has almost knocked out Galen, and the other husks are currently in combat. What are you going to do?
I'll shoot the one attacking Galen.
Okay. The 13 misses, the 22 hits. Their AC is 14.
I almost rolled a camping 2.
Okay, you heard it. And is that the end of your turn? You can
Yep.
still move. Okay, fair enough. All right, Husk 2 attacks Kevin. And the second hit hits Kevin for 7 points of damage. Come on. And Kevin strikes back with his fists. And he hits both times and does 36 points of damage and takes it out.
God damn, Kevin.
All right, Oreo, you just saw Kevin punch one of these crystal husks to death, and you see that Galen is nearly dead. What are you going to do?
And just to be clear, there's a big crystal right in front of me. So
It's right here, yeah.
yeah. Well, no, I mean this thing in the center.
The center is blocked. You could see probably a bit around it, so you could probably see Galen, but yeah, you'd have to walk around it.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just doing the math here. Yeah, I can. Okay, so I'm going to do a bonus action. So I'm going to move bonus action dash so I can get to this pot,
Okay,
and I'm going to attack that thing.
go for it. And you hit.
Do I know if well, I don't know. Does it actually do double damage to this thing too? Because it's
They
considered
are
a
technically
golemish.
golems, yeah, so it does.
And then plus that, that.
Plus 16. All right, so you really hurt it badly. It's around 1/5 of its health. That's the end of your turn.
I've got a. Yeah, that's it. I'm using my bonus action. So yeah, I stay put.
All right, Galen, the creature's being really hurt by Oreo and a bit by Devok, but you're almost dead, so what are you going to do?
Can I use my healer's kit in combat? Let me.
Technically, it does say that you can use it as an action.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that on myself.
Go for it.
I believe that's 1d6 plus 4. Okay. Well, no, it's okay because that gets a 2. So
It's a 2, yes.
yeah, 6 plus what are my hit dice at now?
Yeah,
5,
you
11.
calculate that, and then Husk 5 will start moving.
Although,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, probably a bit late now, but maybe disengaging would have made more sense.
Why is that a 1? Why is
Yeah,
it a 2?
he already did it. So,
11.
anyway, Husk 5
No,
is
why-
going to step up and attack Oreo.
What?
You said it's a 2.
Actually, it's going to do this because it's smart enough to take advantage.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's a 17 and an 18, and against Oreo, those are both hits.
Hold on. Hold
Okay,
on.
I'm holding.
Defensive duelist on the first one, so the second one will only hit.
Only a second. Fair enough. So you take 9 points of damage as it punches you in the second one, for the second one. All right. Husk 1 is going to attack Ragu. So that's a 25, which would normally hit you. I don't think there's anything you can do about that, right, Ragu?
Why does he have advantage?
He doesn't. So it's a 25 and a 13. So 13
Oh,
missed,
up there.
so only the 25 would hit.
Yeah, the 25 I can't defend against.
Okay, so he punches you in the face for 9 points of damage. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the Husk 3 was really torn into by Oreo, so he's going to take advantage of the situation to have advantage on her. So she got a 23. Does the 23 hit Oreo?
It does, but I'm gonna use uncanny dodge, so half damage.
Okay, so you take 2 points. That was effective. Round 3. So Pico, you see these things are all in action. Husk 6 is heading your way. So what are you gonna do?
All right. Well, I'm going to booming blade this one that I've flanked.
The 17 hits.
Yeah, it was just me rolling at advantage because I forgot to set that up.
Okay, so is that 9 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm kind of suspicious of what that thing's going to do, so I'm going to move over here.
Fair enough. All right, Ragu. You, the one in between you and Pico is at about half health. Husk 6 down here is moving was moving in Pico's direction, but Pico moved. So what are you gonna do?
All right. Is he still flanked or no longer?
No, he's not flanked anymore.
And this is a big metal plate.
It
or
is,
something.
but you could stand right there. You'd be behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was figuring you could move there without having to worry about getting yourself set up for a plank.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I am going to swing away on this thing.
Okay. And yep, you hit, obviously. So 14 damage, and he is nearing death.
And punch in the face.
Can you do 8 points?
Oh!
That
cannot.
last itch. So close.
But it is almost dead.
Oh,
sorry, you're gonna do something else?
Worse? Yeah, I was trying to figure out who's hurting worse. Ire, Oreo,
I'm fine.
Galen.
Galen.
You know,
You sure?
looking
You're
around, it looks like Galen is hurt worse. Hurt
In
the
that
worst.
case,
Yeah.
Char's
He's the only
Char's
one
gonna fly
throwing
over here.
band-aids on him.
Yeah. Char's gonna fly over here and give advantage to the next person who attacks this one.
Okay. All right.
And back away.
All right, no problem. Ire, you can see that the husk to the north of you is still attacking you. The this one over here is attacking Oreo. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna step up here so Oreo gets the flanking. She
Okay,
attacks. I'm gonna attack the one on my left.
go for it. The first
That's
one is a miss, and the second one is a miss.
That's
As a reminder, you can use fate points if you decide a miss isn't good enough.
no, that's all right. I'm just not good enough.
All right, so Husk 4 then moves around, staying within melee range, and has advantage. So the 20, does a 20 hit?
Does Ty go to the?
Yeah, that goes to it. So yeah, it does hit.
All right.
And so you take 5 bludgeoning damage to the head. All right, Devok. You see the flanking train to the sorry. And you see Husk 1 up here is almost dead. And Kevin is about to move to attack one of the other creatures. So what are you going to do?
Step here and shoot the one in front of Galen.
You get advantage on it.
Okay.
So this one here?
Yeah. Let me
Okay.
just reroll the first one again then. Just in case. Okay.
All right. So yeah, those obviously both hits. So go ahead and go. Okay, that's 6 so far, and you take it out. It had 12 points, and it is now dead.
Perfect.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Kevin is going to move over to Husk 6 and pound on it. The first one hits, the second one misses, and so it takes 16 points of damage as Kevin punches it really hard. All right, Oreo, the creature to your north is dead, fortunately for you, and you have this one to the south flank. So what are you gonna do?
Thank you very much, Devok. I turn around and spike the guy in front of me.
Go for it. All right, yep, you hit.
Double that plus,
15. Another 15. That's a nice hit.
and then bonus action with the offhand dagger.
That hits. For another 7. So it is now at 1/5 of its original hit points. Is that the end of your turn?
And I stay put.
All right, Galen, you're feeling a bit better. So what are you gonna do?
I'm feeling better. You need helpy?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get some angle on them. I'm not getting close to these things anymore. And I'll shoot the the bottom one.
The top one, you can kill it.
Yeah, so that
Oh,
crystal's
yeah.
in your way, so you really can't see the ones up here. So you're gonna shoot down here.
Yeah. I'm shooting one of these two. I think I'm gonna shoot the top one with some fire.
Okay, go for it.
Since it's flanked, doesn't he get advantage on it?
He does. So go ahead and roll again.
Oh,
Unfortunately, that's still not good
my
enough to hit.
God.
For what it's worth, I think you already got your two
Yeah, we both get to
failures for the
attack.
night.
Alrighty. So, despite being attacked in the back, the Husk 5 is going to continue attacking Ire because it has advantage. And both of those hit. So, Ire, you take another 13 points of bludgeoning damage as it keeps punching you. And Husk 1 is nearing death, but it doesn't seem to care. So, it punches Ire.
Huh? No, that's not me.
Sorry, I meant to say Ragu. Sorry about that. All right,
Oh,
Ragu,
Ragu.
23 and 19. Do those hit?
The 19 I can go ahead and arcane deflection, but the 23 is too high. I have
Fair
to
enough.
hit.
So you take another 5 points of bludgeoning damage. It punches you against that metal backing. And Husk 6 is going to attack Kevin. The 25 hits. So Kevin takes 6 points of damage. And we are now at round 4, but fortunately no more of the husks come out because you have disabled those trapdoors. So Pico, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go ahead and instead of using Booming Blade, I'm going to try and do a weak claw attack.
That hits. And you take it out. It had 1 hit point.
I am now going to move over here because Kevin looks like somebody who'd love to have reinforcements. And I am now going to open up with the main claw.
Okay. But even with advantage, that's not good enough to get through his crystal.
Well, he's still set up for a flank, so.
All right.
Lemonade.
You see, Ragu, that the husk down here is flanked. You can see, though, that Ire is flanked and this guy is flanked. So what are you going to do?
And this big crystal's pretty large in the way, right?
Yeah, so this crystal's in your way, so you couldn't shoot across it, but you could go around it.
Yeah, that's too far because I'm slow. All right, I'm going to come over here and whale away. Finish.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and
I can't hear you if you're talking.
oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my thing to move here. Come on. Yeah, I'll just swing away.
Oh, okay. You hit. Wow, 16. Good, solid hit, but it is still alive.
And a follow-up punch.
And you hit again. For another 7 points of damage. It's about one-fifth of its health, but still kicking. Is that the end of your turn?
This one here already has advantage for anybody attacking it, right?
He does.
Char's gonna fly down here to help whoever needs to throw an attack at that one.
Okay. So, Ire, you would have advantage to the north and advantage to the south. So what are you going to do?
I say attack south.
I could heal. Kind of in pain.
The one to the south has about 60% of its hit points. The one to the north has about 10%.
One below me.
Oh, so and you can't kill that this turn.
No.
Yeah.
I think I'm just.
Sorry, 20%.
Oh. Well,
Wait,
below
wait,
you
wait.
is 20%.
Below me?
So
you said?
this one has 20%. This one has 60%.
Oh no! I'm gonna heal myself.
Okay.
That's not very good, but you know what?
That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
I believe that's all I can do. Yep.
Okay. Well, Husk 4 is going to attack you with advantage.
Okay.
So the 19 misses, but the 24 hits. So you take another 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Good thing I healed.
All right, Davak, you can tell that Ire is getting beaten up badly. You can see that the husk up here is nearly dead, and the husk down here is nearly dead. So what are you going to do?
I'll shoot the nearly dead one below me first.
Okay, go for it.
At advantage.
Okay.
You got a crit.
One. That's one attack. Yeah.
All right, so that's enough to kill it. You take it out.
And then I attack the other one with my second attack.
Which one?
The one below Ire.
Oh, that one. Okay, go for it.
Which has advantage. There you go. Nice. So,
All right, so that's 10 points? No, that's... I'm confused.
I missed.
no, that's
Oh.
the hit.
No, you got a 26, and you got a 19. You rolled...
No.
Yeah.
I was rolling with. I forgot to roll with advantage, so I rolled twice the first set.
Right.
Oh, I get it. So, okay, fair enough, so you miss. All right. All right. Kevin is going to keep pounding away. And he hits both times.
What's the? Yep.
He, 19, 29, 20. So 23 points of damage. He had 11, so he takes him out.
Nice.
And I know I don't think he's missed. No, he missed it. No, he's missed individual hits before. Oreo. So the last one is the one to the south, right here.
There's no way of flanking this guy. Everybody would have to be on a hex surrounding him, right?
I would rule that if somebody was where you are and somebody was here, that would be flanking because that's as close as you can get.
Right, but if I were to be in his spot, for example, that still wouldn't be considered
No.
flanking in any way. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he would have to move to one of these, and you'd have to move to the other.
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't really matter. I'll just hit him first.
Okay. Okay, that's a hit. So 14
Plus. Yep.
plus
Oof.
5.
And then offhand dagger.
That hits as well. For another 7, and you almost
I'm gonna
killed.
stay put. Yeah, I
But
stay
he's still
put.
there.
Yep.
And I would just tell you he has 4 hit points. All right.
You got this, Galen.
Galen, you can see the creature down here is almost dead. What are you gonna do?
It's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. There's no way that I miss more than. I'm not gonna say that. All right, I'm shooting it with fire.
Go for it.
I have to put it on.
His AC is 14.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. No.
All right. So we are now in round 5.
Why? God damn it.
Pico, you can see the crystal husk here is almost dead with 4 hit points. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
It's okay. I've rolled 3 ones this game.
3 ones. God damn, dude.
Crossing this would be difficult terrain, but you can go around it, obviously. I'm sure if you make
We can't
you
hear
can
you.
make a DC 10 tumble check.
Shit, this is so bad.
Okay.
Are you there, Dave? Nobody can hear you.
I said I'll use the vegetable flame.
That hits. And you take it out.
Boom.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take everybody out of combat.
Yeah, my movement wasn't quite enough. Even leaping over the barrier, I would have had to. Wanted to hit the thing, I'd had to stop in Oreo or Ire's hex.
Anyway, as the last of the husks falls, and you realize that the husks are much weaker than Kevin is, fortunately, You see an arc of electricity arc between this large crystal and Kevin, and you can see it changing colors, and you hear a four-tone melody, and then Kevin says, "Answer. My name, our name, I know."
I get to be Kevin.
But I'm going to leave him as Kevin because since his name is a musical tone, that would be a lot easier for people to worry about.
Plus, I'm not going to call him that.
Who's calling him Kevin?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up?
They seem to be some sort of control stations. You can see though that the screens seem to be um, garbled. You can't make any sense of it. Um, One looks they look like snow almost, black and white. And then another, you just see these blocks of different colors just moving around. It looks very confusing.
Well, I think it's time we kick rocks.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any noteworthy debris in here?
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna say,
looking
look
around, and
around.
yeah, you do not see anything of note. Most of it's stuff you see in the cave, and the panels seem to just be panels. They don't seem to have anything in them exactly.
Let's bring Kevin back to father.
I agree.
All right, you're gonna make your way back.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go ahead and move you. So there's no point in actually going all the way back out manually. All right, so you return, and as you do so, Kevin goes up and speaks to him in the rapid way they have, and he turns yellow. That's a very bright, gleaming yellow that's almost hard to look at. And then he turns back to the rest of you, and he speaks through the box and says, "You have done well. You have helped Kevin in a way that he will probably never understand how helpful you were. I am confident he could not have done that on his own because you receive years of training and instruction before you are forced to tackle that. Normally, you do it on your own, but I am glad that Kevin is now, and replace Kevin with a musical tone, is now one of us. So I will hold up my end of the bargain, and I will give you information, and I will give you an artifact. As for the information, like I have mentioned before, your world is a focal point between worlds, and once, long ago, I visited that place, and so before the portals were closed for good, or so I thought. And I have learned a few things, but most are lost to the annals of history. The creators once visited your world as well, and there were some records left behind, although most of the ones that I have seen have been destroyed or lost. But I am hopeful that they still exist somewhere on this world. The creators formed some sort of pact with the elves. A pact an elf only seems to learn after a certain age. Unfortunately, it isn't clear what the pact entails, but it seems clear that the elves might soon leave your world. This world, what you call Lumev, this world was at war. The creators fighting amongst themselves, using powerful weapons of mass destruction. The world was then attacked by outside creatures that consumed life and energy, leaving behind nothing but stone. Somehow, the creatures of destruction and stone were destroyed and repelled, but in doing so, this world was changed forever. For a time, the change made it impossible for the creators to live in their own world. They knew this would happen and sought measures to survive as a race. To the east are the forests of stone, where the creatures from outside absorbed life force from this land. You can see their marker still. Unfortunately, the records that dig more into the past are limited and incomplete. But it is my hope that the object I am about to give you will help you seek out more information on your own. So he hands you a a golden metal disc where the top surface is covered by a flat, glowing green crystal. And then he says, if close enough, the crystal will show the direction to the nearest transportation hub. At least that is what I believe it's called. If it has not been destroyed. You can use this to find these hubs in this world. Many of these hubs are difficult to find in environments that hide them well, despite their large size. So without this, you would find it most difficult. And unfortunately, that is all I can offer you.
What
But
what about the black boxes?
the black boxes that you found, they are yours. Bring them forward, and I will make changes to them so that you can use them to communicate.
Oh, all right.
I'll
I
hand
had
mine
them right
over.
too. Yeah, I have two. Man.
I have one.
So he makes the changes. And so basically, the way it works is if you walk around and you're holding one of these boxes, and then you talk into it, then it'll speak in the tones the creatures can understand, but in the a very fast way that they talk amongst themselves. And if they talk to you in a similar way, then it will that their voice will come out similar to the leader out of the box, and that way you can communicate them with them more or less normally.
Galen, you want?
Yeah, throw me a box.
I would suggest that you are welcome to stay here as long as you want. You, Kevin will join the fold now, but he would be lost to us forever were it not for you. So the least we can do is allow you to stay here for as long as you need. And we have edible mushrooms. Normally, you would not have access, but I will make sure that you do. And there are natural springs, and we can acquire water for you as well. And so you should have all the sustenance you need to stay here without digging into your supplies. And you may go anywhere in the in our I think you would call it a city, but it is our home. And so I set you free to do as you wish.
Okay.
Wait, is Kevin staying here, or is
Yeah,
he going to
Kevin's
come with
staying.
us?
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
So I'm going to ask Kevin, now that you have a proper name, do you remember anything else?
This time he speaks to the box, so it's easier to understand. But he says, I have a name, and it is good, but my memories are still hazy, and may likely be so forever. But at least I have a home, and apparently this is where I belong. And then he says, "What is the gesture in your world to show appreciation?"
Hug.
Oh.
Hugs might be a little dangerous there.
Yeah.
Prayer.
Yellow
Good
glow is
firm
good enough.
handshake.
Okay, he glows. He glows yellow.
All right.
Throw us a high five or
A good firm handshake.
Well, Kevin, in the way that only a gemstone can do, you rock.
aw.
He says, "I don't quite understand what that means, but it sounds sincere, so thank you."
All right, let's kick rocks.
Take those out.
Just not ones with names.
Yeah.
No.
So wait, he doesn't know why the shadow kind did that to survive radiation.
Oh.
which hopefully is mostly gone. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
Wait, which way is the green crystal thing pointing right now?
Yeah, I wanted.
Oh, actually,
No one
wanna
bothered
ask
to ask
something.
anything about the creator that's in the other room?
I'm
I was
trying.
about to do that right now.
We're
Um,
all trying to do that. Yeah.
Except for me.
Okay, so first, the crystal isn't pointing at anything right now, but he told you you'd have to be close enough. But unfortunately, you don't know what close enough means. So you're probably thinking, probably within several days' travel, but you're probably not within several days' travel of any of the craters. Anyway, go ahead, Pico.
um, so if I may ask, what's talking to the green crystal thingy? What's going on in the other room?
That is a, for better or worse, despite some efforts by myself, there are those who worship the creators. And he looks at Galen and he
Yeah.
says, "You look just like the creators. In fact, I am convinced that is the body of a creator. But
Yeah.
I don't understand how, but I feel like you are not a creator, or at least if you are, you do not have the memories of knowledge of one. But there are those who worship the creators, as they are the ones who created us. They also created the automata, the strange, other strange creatures. The automata seems to do a slightly better job of holding their minds, their originals. I'm not sure. And then there's some other creature that looks like giant crabs that they created or maybe altered. And but anyway, the boxes in there that hold one of them holds one of their bodies. Unfortunately, while the body is preserved, it is not alive.
Oh.
I believe the box is supposed to keep them alive, but I think it was deactivated for some time. Before we found it.
Mm.
So they pray to it, they revere it, but it is but a husk. But
Okay.
nonetheless, they are our creators, and so we cannot help but revere them to some degree, for we would not exist.
Out of curiosity, does the bed, or sorry, box, still work? Is it still like functioning? If you
It
were to give it.
is. It once it was reactivated, we feed it power from the core, and it seems to continue to work. But it appears it cannot bring back the dead.
Okay.
It does
Um,
preserve the body, though.
that's good.
Galen,
D-
well, why don't you go? Is there any way that you can go take a peek at who exactly is laying over
If
there?
I can have some alone time with the body, I actually have speak to dead, so I would like to talk to this man.
Are you saying that out loud, or are you just thinking
No,
it?
no, no. That's more of a thinking metagame type thing. I
Okay.
don't think I should tell this dude that I'm gonna go, you know, talk to their god.
However, if you want to know more, or if you want to also revere our creators, you can speak to the priest.
Uh huh. Okay, cool.
Now, one other last question I have. We are kind of on the lookout for any of those containers with creators in them. We've encountered a few. If we should find any with the creators alive, do we know of any sort of safe way to free them from the boxes? Wouldn't want to turn one off and then kill them.
Hmm. Unfortunately, that is beyond my knowledge. It every We did find one in the past that had a one of them that we believed was still alive, and we tried, and we failed, and we killed him.
Yep.
All right, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
priest probably wouldn't want me to go inside the box and become a crystal, would he?
Fuck it.
Well, you figure that the process is probably more complicated than that anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to have forgotten the instructions.
Yeah. The box is probably just for preservation, anyways. This whole other consciousness thing.
one last warning is that in the priest domain there are several artifacts, but to them they are most holy. So I would recommend avoiding doing anything with those artifacts. If you make that group angry, I am afraid I will have no choice but to evict you, perhaps violently.
Should I ask him if it's okay to? No, I already know the answer.
Yeah, it's a hard no.
Yeah. Well, that won't stop us.
Yeah.
As long as we can get some alone time, we'll be good.
All right, guys, let's go do something that is not speaking with the guy.
Well, you never know. I mean, for all you know, you sit down, start speaking with the guys, and they all think you're a great prophet, translating for their
I
dead.
don't think the current priest would like that. Current prophets don't generally like being out profited. That's fair.
Yeah, but is he a prophet or just a priest?
Well, it's kind of the same deal.
Whatever he is.
And for just so you know, you get the impression that the word priest is being used because the word they have, that's the closest fit.
Yeah, he's like religion man.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I should, be like, hey, look, I can make your God speak. He's probably not going to be very into that.
Probably not.
Okay, so what are you guys going to do?
Let's go talk to the priest.
So before we move on, I just will ask: does everybody have one of the black boxes, or does somebody
I
not have one?
don't.
Okay,
I don't.
fair enough. Just so I know when you
I
guys
knew
start
we found.
talking, who they can understand
I was
easy.
gonna say.
I don't think
I knew we found several. I thought we found a
Ragu
bunch.
blew his up.
Yeah, I mean, I told you whenever you found one, so hopefully you guys have it in your notes how many you have.
We
If
have 4.
anybody's carrying more than one, then yeah, spread them out.
No, I gave one to Galen, so they're all spread out. Everyone else except Pico and Oreo.
No, I've got one. I found
You're
one.
Ragu, I meant, not Pico, I meant Ragu.
Okay. Oreo, if I blew the one up, if you want this one.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Mhm.
Where's the box?
Just north of me.
Yeah, move us together. Let's
Okay.
talk.
You hear as you approach, you hear it sounds like the song is just ending, and you see them starting to split apart. It appears that the time you took in the cave has already been, their service or whatever it is has already elapsed. So what do you do?
Okay, let's approach the priest.
As you approach, he turns to look at you, and he seems to already recognize you. And he says, "The leader has instructed all of us to welcome you. And one of the things find notable is that he would have just done that, and obviously he didn't do it in person. And then the creature says, "Welcome to to the house of the Creator. And you," and he points toward Galen. You have the face of a creator, but I am informed you do not have the memories or the knowledge of one. But nevertheless, welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, we were hoping to, you know, look at your creator. What do you know about them? Do you have anything to say about this particular? I'll move myself closer to him. This particular creator. Do you know anything about them or what this?
He, no, I think I'm mixing it up. I believe it is she.
Oh,
She was one of the creators that knew about their I don't know not know how to explain it, but their transfer, their experiments, and she fought against it. And my understanding, at least in the what's left of the logs here in this machine, is her heart was broken because one of her own, that was dear, decided to leave, and she apparently resented it forever.
ooh, I had visions about that. Okay, got it. Huh.
She my the log says that she believed that there was another way to survive, but it doesn't say anything more than that, I'm afraid.
Interesting.
But she is nonetheless one of our creators because she did apparently work on the project, or the projects, I should say, and it was only later that she came to hate it. I think it is because of that other person.
Interesting.
Galen, are you going to look inside?
Yeah, I want to look in. Do I recognize her as the woman?
It's that woman that
Yeah,
appears in your memories.
that's super wild.
And as you look, you get the profound feeling of sadness, and you feel like you've fought with her a lot about this.
Can you roll a d8?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Roll up, boys.
Yeah, no pressure.
Not like, God damn it, this is super important.
Hey, it's close enough to an 8. It just they didn't finish drawing it.
Yeah, forgot the other side.
Yeah. Close your loops.
Oh
Right.
well.
So what do you do?
I'll tell the creature. I think I have had visions of this woman. Do you mind if I take some time to stay with her?
She looks. I mean, it looks at you for a moment, and it it turns purple. Um, and it says, "I see that you think you have some connection, but this is a creator, and you shall leave the creator be."
Okay.
I think that's a hard no.
Yeah, that's a hard no. I guess I have to dip.
Yeah.
Damn it! I want to talk to Mama.
Hmm. Okay.
We'll come back and force him to let me talk to Mama later.
So what's up with Crystal Creature 35?
As you guys were in that area looking around, it seemed to notice your curiosity, and it got closer. It is cycling between pink and purple.
Hmm. All right.
But it hasn't said anything.
I guess I'll speak to it. It's like, hello, this is quite fascinating. This looks like um, the kind of the creator's habitat.
It is. We believe that these artifacts are of the creators. The creators built these things. I believe some people call them machines, but they are important to us. So I see your curiosity, and you have been welcome here. But nonetheless, I cannot help but feel a bit protective over the what remains we have of our creators.
Well, I can understand that. I think this is the first we've encountered that wasn't in ruin. It's actually quite fascinating to see what the creators' artifacts were like in their intended state.
He spins around and he says, I'm afraid these aren't the intended state. We have little knowledge of how these things actually work. You probably notice that they are placed for display, they are not placed for function. But nonetheless, they are still important to us.
Yeah, I meant more that they were in good condition. So many things have been destroyed or damaged or abandoned. Look like they've gone through war.
Yes, unfortunately, many of these items suffer a similar fate, but you are right. They are in better condition, mostly, than what you find in the ruins.
May I draw some sketches of these items?
You can, you, you are free to sketch them. Just please do not touch and do not move them.
Understood.
And at this point, he backs up, but he is still cycling between purple and pink, and is keeping an eye on you.
Well, I will go ahead and work on some sketches, stuff that the Nexus Guild will undoubtedly be interested in.
Cool. Go ahead and give me I guess an artificer check to see how well your sketches come out.
Uh,
Unless you have a more appropriate skill.
Maybe a sleight of hand skill because
Well, these are
I
technical
could.
sketches, so the reason why I picked artificer is for knowing what parts to
Oh,
focus on.
okay. In that case, can I go ahead and help him?
Yeah, of
Because
course.
he's like.
you'd probably be better off doing it than I am because I don't really have anything geared towards that.
Alrighty.
I guess it looks like it'd be an Arcana check is the best I can do.
Um, sure, you can do an Arcana check, or you can help Ragu do his artificer's lore.
Yeah, helping him, I'd prefer to do.
Okay, well, it looks like you got a 20, so alright, a 20 it is.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, along with making these sketches, can I figure out anything about these things? Any technical data or information from all of the other places we've already visited here, like the Spire Temple and all the little underground places and everything?
Yeah, I mean,
Can
you've
I?
probably been trying to figure out how these things work. Unfortunately, the leap
Yeah.
in techniques and theory is so large that this isn't the kind of thing you figure out as you're traveling from place to place. It's the kind of thing that you have
Oh well, no,
teams
I did.
figuring out over time.
I, I didn't figure out technically how to operate it. I was just wondering if I could come up with any information to give Mr. Pink Purple there, because I'm sure he'd love it and it might make him feel better.
Um, Yeah, I mean, you can tell them some basic things like that these displays can be used, that that the rectangles can be used as buttons, and the displays display information, and here's how you open up one of these drawers, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
absent.
Hey,
Anything specific
Oh,
that I
sorry.
can try.
Go ahead, Oreo.
Galen, do you mind asking? I don't know if it's the original guy that we were talking to or this guy, whoever of these people would happen to know if any of the stuff that they've offered us up to now could help heal us a bit. I'm thinking of the edible mushrooms, but I don't know if they have a specialty in healing with any of that stuff.
Um,
That is a good idea. Before we leave, at least.
I don't know.
I
The
figured since you guys have the boxes, one of you guys can go ask. That was the point of me saying that.
Out of curiosity, some of our members took significant injury helping. Does this box relay Kevin's real name?
Yeah. You say Kevin, and his name comes out.
Okay. Are there any resources here, any restorative properties that could help repair or recover injury from our party members?
I don't know if we have anything to heal creatures of your configuration. However, the priest or the leader may have information. We do not often get creatures of your configuration here.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm gonna. I guess since I don't actually, since my drawing skills are lacking compared to Ragu's, well, at least where non-counterfeiting is involved.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go ahead and practice some minor illusions to, get used to doing some 3D recreations of these things, and then I'm gonna go and ask the priest about if there's any sort of healing available around here.
Okay.
Oops, I didn't jump on him.
Attack! No, just kidding. All right, so the priest, you ask about healing, and he says, I believe that we have the restorative pools. Most of them are probably too scalding hot for you, but one of the pools near the entrance may be bearable, and they seem to have some sort of magical properties. We have used them to heal plants before, so that might be your best bet. I have not actually seen it work with creatures like you, but it might.
cool.
That'll be worth a try, and Ira looks like he could use a good degreasing.
Wait, you could go into one of the really hot
Yeah,
ones.
I kind of want to take a schwitz, one of the hot ones.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you think about it, if it's gonna heal you, does it really matter how hot it's gonna be? It's like getting shot by like a healing bullet, right?
Hey, this isn't Borderlands.
Fair enough.
Besides, keep in mind processors can overheat.
Oh yeah, you've got electronics.
True.
All right, let's go find that least scalding pool.
Okay. So if everybody stacks up, I can take you to the first floor.
So, Galen, you want a 3rd-degree burn your way to hell? The healing of scalding blisters.
Yes.
For best results, they should at least be quarter size.
Still healing.
All right, you find your way to the back to the first floor.
Oh my Jesus.
Why are you whipping my character around, man? You put me in a wall.
Oh.
Put me in a wall.
Are these
no.
I think these are the
the
pools.
healing mushrooms?
No, it's the
Nourishment
pools.
that we
Oh,
were
don't-
allowed?
The
Up,
edible
it's
mushroom.
down here.
And you see the Pico. You see one of the Peach still attending to the mushrooms. All right. So as you enter the pools, it is rather hot, but at least near the door over here, it feels a lot like a sauna rather than boiling water.
I dive in.
Time
Okay.
for a schwitz.
You dive in, and it takes a while, but you can feel it working and invigorating your own healing abilities. And after about half an hour in the water, you are at full health. And that includes
Thank you
ire.
very much.
Thank God, that's
Can you put me to full as well?
Yep.
Cool.
It basically energized your healing system.
So, while they're doing that, I'm going to talk to Peach here and, comment on the mushrooms. It's like some beautiful mushrooms. What are the significance of them?
Well, I believe I tried to tell one of you before, but we enjoy the colors. It's one of the things in nature that has similar color ability, changing and abilities that we have, and so we found that if we grow them in a certain way, we get different colors. And so it reminds us a bit of ourselves, and it allows us to, like the Creator created us, we can then create these colored mushrooms.
I remember the terminology he used was mushroom good.
And I have been informed that we have to give up some of these mushrooms so that you may eat, and that is fine. We're Had the leader not spoken to you, I would blast anybody who asks such a thing. But we have some over here, and he comes over here, and these we need to regrow this batch anyway. It didn't come out well. It is edible, and it will suit you just fine. Don't you fear. But you notice that the glow is lesser, and it does not satisfy our aesthetics as much. So there should be enough mushrooms here that you should be able to eat. All of you should be able to eat for at least several weeks.
Cool.
Well, ideally, we will not be doing that. I'm pretty sure that we will try to minimize our impact on this beautiful mushroom garden.
Well, thank you. I had my doubts of what other creatures would be like, considering some of the unfriendly creatures outside, and I am pleased that other creatures are at least somewhat civilized.
Yeah. Have they met any other intelligent beings? I'm actually curious now.
The closest thing I think we've ran into were some of the automata, and even they were kind of iffy in that case.
Yeah, they weren't really intelligent. They were like
Yeah,
artificial.
automata are pretty stupid.
What are you trying to say?
Oh no, there's a difference. You are an automata with a soul in it. The things we are fighting, they have no soul. They understand simple programming like a
Yeah,
simple
you're not
computer.
like the other automata who are assholes. I just hate automata so much.
No, I didn't say I hated them. I was simply saying that
You're one of the
they do not have the soul. You sit there and say, "Oh, they're your brothers." They are not. They may look like you, but they have no soul. They are different.
This is why
We
Uh-huh.
can kill them.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
This is why we need the movement.
Mhm.
Equality for all beings.
Anyway, Galen, as far as your question, as far as other creatures like yourselves, there's at least some automata that you know about. There's obviously the crystal entities, and then there also you feel that those giant crabs
Oh,
that have the mechanized parts, they have some intelligence as well.
they're pretty smart, but I don't know.
for a crab.
For a crab.
And you've already seen that they were created as well, and have an inkling that at least some of them have at least pieces of the minds of some of your kin.
Alright, hey Jeremy, when I was when I went up to third level, I wound up getting another tool skill, and it was alchemist supplies. That's like alchemy and chemistry of sorts, right?
Yeah, I think you got alchemist supplies and all that. Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, that's a chemistry of sorts, right?
It is, but it's
How?
not. It's one thing you got to get remember. It's fantasy chemistry, not real chemistry.
Okay.
It's like magic and all that. You'd imagine that some of the chemical reactions and stuff just happen differently. So you imagine,
Okay.
think about what they knew, like in the early days of chemistry, rather than what modern chemists know.
Okay. Because that one guy with the mushrooms that was all kind of defensive about the mushrooms. I was wondering if I could take my alchemy set and show him a nifty little trick that would make him feel better.
Well, there's probably a good chance you wouldn't know the trick. So, but
Okay.
fair enough.
Oh, the trick is called a Briggs-Roche reaction, and it's simply taking a chemical and making it change 3 different colors depending on how hot the liquid gets. It's
Yeah,
really cool looking. Doesn't do anything special, but
but it was already
thought it'd
clear
be
they already
PR
had their own way of
points.
changing the colors. So I don't think it would.
Well, yeah, but they need mushrooms to do it. I'm showing you
Check
how to do it with
on
minerals.
Uh,
It's easier when you do it.
but yeah, I'm not sure if you would know that. You would have magic to do that, but obviously that doesn't help them do it on their own.
Yeah.
It's easier to
Alrighty,
Well,
so you guys are in the
just trying.
pool. As you're relaxing and thinking about alchemy and whatnot, one of the creatures is kind of moving by, and notices you, and he says, "Oh, I did not I did not know that you creatures of your configuration could also enjoy this place. Welcome. Did you have any questions?"
Um, no.
Okay, well, enjoy. I would recommend not going too deep. It gets hotter the deeper you go in.
Oh, I see.
And then he
Thank you.
goes off and goes into another pool.
Yep, don't strip your paint ire.
All right, so yeah, you guys relax for a while. It's very relaxing. The heat seeps in and relaxes your muscles. And there seems to be some sort of magical component, um, and it acts as essentially a healing elixir, and it erases your fatigue. So if you had any levels of exhaustion, it would get rid of those. You notice your wounds just kind of heal up on their own. So after you spend, maybe an hour in the pool, you start getting really hot. And so what do you do at that point?
It must be time to get out.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get in there.
Let's kick crystals.
No, no.
Well, you can always cool off in the rain. It is raining today,
It's
or
raining.
at least it was.
So you guys were told earlier that if you wanted to stay, you can stay in one of the chambers. And you know that the chambers are this direction because because I believe you guys have been down there before. Um, you recognize the chambers because of the lighting.
Are we staying or are we just
And as Oreo, as you show up, one of them comes up to the door and he says, "I've been informed that," and then he starts talking, and then Oreo doesn't understand anything, but Ire, you're standing behind him, and your box is going, and he says, "I've been informed that you will be taking my chamber for the time being, which is fine. There is another that I can stay with in the meantime, so please enter and enjoy." And then as he does that, he moves off to another chamber. So he directs you to this one right here.
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't want to kick him out or anything. I just wanted to see the general area, but okay.
All right. So what do you do? It's just so you know, it is the 8th, and with all the walking around and talking, and then traveling for half the day beforehand, um, it is most likely too late to get any more traveling done.
So we're on the evening of the 8th?
Yes. Because you guys had already traveled to Hex. And then,
No, we traveled to Hex yesterday. We took a short rest and started a second day.
oh, right,
here.
I forgot about the short rest. Okay, never mind. I am wrong then. It's in the morning then.
Well,
Yeah, so we can stay and learn what we can, or we can go. Did that guy promise us like a artifact of some sort, or did
Yeah,
he
he
just
gave
give
you
us
the artifact.
information?
Yeah, he gave it to us.
Okay.
The golden disc with a green crystal on it.
yeah, to find the
Okay.
subway.
I missed that part. Okay. Cool.
Well, I don't know. So unless I think there's more interrogation, maybe we should start getting on the road and get some travel in.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
I will move you to the map then. There's the map.
So,
All right, you can now. You should be on the map now. And since it's the start of a new day, you can, if you stay in the Rocky Spires, you can move 2 hexes. If you find flatlands, you can move 4. And then if you, okay, so you moved 1. So and then as you're moving, you can see other spires. Um, nothing attacks you, or nothing really jumps out to visit other than the terrain you've already been moving through. So go ahead and move 1 more.
All right, hold on a sec. I am double checking the map, figure out what I want to be doing. It looks like we probably want to continue moving this direction.
Okay. So you finish off that day. You are actually leaving the spires. Um, so I think you can actually move 1 more hex because you are actually made it to flatlands. So go ahead and move 1 more hex. Okay, you are now in the middle of a grassland. You can see to just barely to the north, and of course to the west, you can see the Rocky Spires, and then to the east, as far as you can see, is this flatland. However, you do notice that to the east, the in the distance, the land seems to be getting slightly less lush for some reason. Like, the grass is a little yellower as you go to the east. All right. So, is there anything you're going to do before you take your short rest?
I'll attempt to cast teleport.
Okay. As usual, fails. Anybody else?
no.
Is there anything else we really needed? I mean, we can write down and put in the caravan all our notes or whatever, but
Can you speak a little louder?
sorry. I was just saying I couldn't think of anything else. Did anybody need anything identified or anything? I can't really do very good at that, but
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, I don't think we're. I think
Yeah,
we're
I think
Yeah.
we're all good.
Mhm.
All right. So what I think we're going to do then is we're going to advance to the 9th. The 9th, it is cloudy, but it is no longer raining. The sun, you see pockets or sun through the clouds every once in a while as they pass overhead. And I think that's where we'll actually end the session.
No travel first?
Um, okay, fair enough. We can do 1 more day's worth of travel before we end. So go ahead. So 1 hex at a time. You can move up to 4 hexes. Okay. So you travel, you see some animals in the distance, but nothing approaches you. And as you continue to travel, you notice to the east that the grassland starts giving way to barren dirt and then to stone. In the distance, you can see trees, stark white, that appear to be made out of stone. So what do you do from there?
All
So
right.
that's 2 hexes.
The crystal isn't doing anything, is it? The one that.
Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, it is.
Oh.
It is pointing in this. Oh wait, let me move. It is pointing in this direction. Do you see my ping?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going anyway. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and go up one.
Okay. As you travel to the north, you can see healthy trees, and you seem to be going traveling into some sort of sparsely into some sort of sparse desert. But you haven't quite reached it yet, so you can move one more hex.
All right,
Can I?
and we'll go ahead.
I was gonna say,
What's up?
can I have had? Can I have had Char kind of doing circles, flying high, giving us heads up? Would that help with its ability or anything we see?
It
I
doesn't
tried to
really
say
help.
that earlier, but it didn't help.
Yeah, I mean, you from that high up, you can tell what the general environment's like, but you're not going to be able to see any details. But one thing you can see is going further this direction is the stone forest. Going this direction is a sparse but healthy forest. Going this direction is more of the rocky spires, and there is a river up this way. All right, was that your last movement?
Yeah, that was for the day.
Okay. So you managed to get through all of that without any encounters. However, there will be encounters the following day, most likely. So we will end it at that point. But before we do that, is there anything you do before you camp out again?
Cast teleport.
Okay, that fails. All right, you sleep through the night. It is the 10th. It is a cloudy day, but not raining. And that's where we'll end the session. So let me get this set up for you real quick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sure.
2. And then let's see, Galen. I know you failed a whole bunch of times.
Hey,
I failed twice too.
Yep. Ire. Yep. Devok, you were surprisingly successful. Did you fail?
I failed 3 times.
All right. I guess that tells me the relative proportions. Oreo, did you fail?
No.
Okay. And then Pico,
I did once.
once. Yeah, okay, that's what I had. And Ragu, I think you failed once, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
I wasn't keeping notes on that, Dave.
I didn't have anything on that. But...
All right. So in that case, oh wait, I didn't add up the total, did I? Hold on. Sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Sorry about that. So everybody gets 900 experience points, 500 from encounters, and just to be clear, I was encountering getting through those rooms like with the shaft and figuring out the right tones and figuring out the maze and so on. You know, I was counting those as encounters. 200 from for getting your goal. In this case, it was um, to help your friend in order to get information. 100 for treasure and 100 for exploration. And then Pico gets 50, Ragu gets 50 from learning by failure. Devok, Galen, and Ire get 100. And for once, Oreo doesn't get any.
I think I just didn't.
From last time?
Yeah, from last session.